And good evening to you. Welcome to high school basketball on Central Illinois Sports, live once again from the Saukee Turkey Tourney for night number 3 and a broadcast doubleheader coming your way this evening on Central Illinois Sports. Good evening to you. I'm Charlie Hull. Jack and John are alongside once again this evening. This is the Great Rivers Bank pregame show, and we're certainly glad you've chosen to spend some of your Thanksgiving Eve with us here tonight. The two games featured this evening will be the Liberty Eagles and the Western Wildcats, both looking for their first win of the season. And then the 6:30 game is scheduled to feature the Pittsfield Saukees and the Payson Seymour Indians. We'll talk more about the matchups, recap what's happened so far in this Saukee Turkey Tourney, and more on the Great Rivers Bank pregame show after this.
Wish you had extra cash for a vacation, a boat, a new car, projects around the house? Free up more cash for the things you want by taking advantage of low interest rates. Refinance your home with Great Rivers Bank and keep more of your money by lowering your monthly payment. Start the process online at greatriversbank.bank and work with one of our experienced loan officers to get the lowest rate possible. Great Rivers Bank, member FDIC, and an equal housing lender.
Untangling your headphones, finding the right remote, saying goodbye to your favorite shirt that hasn't fit in 10 years. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. Auto Owners works with independent agents who live in your community and answer when you call, so you can worry about more important things, like finding a new favorite shirt. That's simple human sense.
Ask Caleb Vandevelli, Pat Vandevelli, or Chris Dorsey with B&P Insurance Agency in Pittsfield, Winchester, or Bluffs if auto owners make sense for you.
Did you know that Prairieland FS doesn't just sell seed? They treat it and box it right here at one of their local facilities, then deliver it to your farm or fields. Growers trust Prairieland FS to deliver top-performing crop protection products that promise the best performance before, during, and after the growing season. Prairieland FS, your leading supplier of choice.
Black Friday deals have arrived at your locally owned Sleep Tight. Hurry in and take advantage of our huge savings right now. Save up to $500 on Tempur-Pedic adjustable sets, or up to $800 on handcrafted Stearns & Foster adjustable sets, or $600 off Stearns & Foster mattresses, and start sleeping and feeling better. You will not find a better mattress at a better price than at Sleep Tight's Black Friday sales event going on now.
Better bed, less money, Sleep Tight.
Sleep tight.
Welcome back on the Great Rivers Bank pregame show with locations in Barry, Liberty, Pittsfield, and Hannibal. Great Rivers Bank is here to serve you with all of your banking needs. Learn more at greatriversbank.bank, member FDIC, and equal housing lender. The Liberty Eagles and the Western Wildcats here this evening. Liberty 0-2 on the year. They fell in the opening evening to Pittsfield, 56-30, and then after a mostly back and forth affair against Payson Seymour, ended up losing that contest last night, 64-54. Western played their first game of the season and played what I think is the best team in the tournament, and this Porter AC Central squad that we won't see this evening, but we'll see twice on Saturday. Porter was able to dispatch the Wildcats fairly handily, 62-20. In that contest. And the Wildcats has got to take better care of the basketball than they did last night. Liberty kind of was one of their issues against Payson Seymour as well. Just thought not having so many turnovers would have helped them a lot in that contest. But both teams playing a lot of youngsters out there and a lot of inexperience at the varsity level between these two squads. So a good opportunity for both of them to play, I would say, a somewhat similar opponent as far as skill level and experience goes at this point, and to kind of see what they can work on and how they can continue to grow as the season goes along. Other games in the tournament so far, Porter AC Central defeated Payson Seymour 54-33 in the first game of the tournament action. So currently Porter AC is 2-0, Pittsfield is 1-0, Payson Seymour is 1-1, Western is 0-1, and Liberty is 0-2 on the season. It is a 5-team round robin, so everyone will play everyone, and that should make it a little bit simpler to get a champion in this unless you would see some games that go a different direction. You could, I guess, have a couple of teams who could finish 2-1 yet on the tournament, but that's why they play the games. You know, winning the tournament this time of the year, it's obviously nice. Any tournament you want to play in, you want to try to win it, but really it doesn't amount to a hill of beans at the end of the season. You could be a lot different team, and if you got a team like Camp Point Central who was in this tournament and at full basketball strength, it could definitely make things a lot different. So, you know, it's always good to play the games, get some games underway so you can figure out what you can work on to continue that upward trajectory throughout the entire season. Both teams out of the court warming up in preparation of tonight's contest. Brian Shoemaker also has action from the Beardstown tournament this evening. 3 games coming your way from Beardstown tonight. And the Beardstown Tiger Classic. It'll feature Rushville Industry and Minden Unity in the 5 o'clock game. At 6:30, West Central and the Galesburg Sophomores. And at 8 o'clock, Southeastern and Beardstown in what should be a good matchup there. Neither tournament plays on Thursday. On Friday here at Pittsfield, a noon start, Western and Pittsfield. 1:30, Porta AC Central and Liberty. At 3 o'clock, it'll be Payson, Seymour, and Western. And at 4:30, Pittsfield will play Porta AC Central in the final game of the 2022 Saukee Turkey Tourney. It is presented by Refreshment Services Pepsi, Blessing Health System, and Pike County Lumber Company. The tournament at Beardstown actually runs a full another day, so they'll play Friday at 5 o'clock, Galesburg Sophomores against Minden Unity. 6:30, Hartsburg-Emden against Southeastern. And at 8 o'clock, Beardstown and Brown County will go head-to-head. Then on Saturday, they'll play their crossover games because they have 2 14 pools. So crossover games to be played at 11, 12:30, 2 o'clock, and 3:30 in the afternoon. From Beardstown, we'll have all of those games for you here on Central Illinois Sports. It should be a busy week next week as well. We'll have high school wrestling for you here from Boschel Gym on Monday in the Saukee wrestling team's lone meet of the season at home. It is their second meet of the year and only home meet, so it will also be senior night, so an opportunity to come out and see the Saukee wrestlers for the only time on the home mats this season. Tuesday night, Pittsfield will travel to Minden Unity for a boys matchup. We'll have that game for you here on Central Illinois Sports. We will also have action for you, we believe, as long as the PCS Lady Braves are able to secure the regional championship over a tough Porter team tonight, by the way, who only has 2 or 3 losses on the season. If they do advance in the 7th grade, we'll have their sectional from Farmingdale Middle School, part of the Pleasant Plains School District. That's scheduled for next Wednesday evening on the 30th. So be able to check that out as well. Here in the Saukee Turkey Tourney tonight, as we told you, Liberty and Western. And then Pittsfield takes on Payson Seymour. Let's step aside for a timeout on the Great Rivers Bank pregame show to hear from some of the sponsors helping to make this and every game available to you this evening. Back with more on Central Illinois Sports after this.
Here at Mountain Dew, it's easy to tell who really loves the outdoors. For one thing, there's the rack on your car and the hitch on the back of your truck. There's your garage full of toys, from dirt bikes to wakeboards. And there's your cooler full of Mountain Dew, always at the ready. Because when it's time to get out there, climb into your deer stand or your fishing boat, a cooler of ice-cold Mountain Dew, that's as important a piece of outdoor gear as your spinning rod or your four-wheeler. Mountain Dew. Get out and do.
Helena Agra of Camp Point, Illinois is a proud sponsor of the broadcast of Camp Point Central football. For all your seed, fertilizer, and ag chemical needs, the experts at Helena Agra, Brian Obert, Dustin Roskamp, are the guys to call. Let them show you the best seed, fertilizer, and ag chemicals to make your farming operation a success. Call 217-593-7761. That's 217-593-7761 for Helena Agra. Helena Agra says, go Panthers!
For nearly 40 years, the Niebuhr Funeral Home has been serving our area with professionalism and compassion. This is our business, our hometown. You can be assured we take great personal pride in serving your family in your time of loss. We're locally owned. We're your friends and neighbors. We care about you and your family. Niebuhr Funeral Home, with locations in Pittsfield and Barry, serving our community with compassion and respect.
Here at Ron Elby Auto Sales, we are a family-owned dealership, and we've been in this business for several decades. We are pleased to offer you the best quality used cars, trucks, minivans, SUVs, and now bad boy mowers. We offer almost all makes and models for any budget in the Macomb area and the surrounding area, too. To add peace of mind to your purchase, we offer extended warranties up to 100,000 miles or for 6 years on mowers. Let our experienced and knowledge staff help you find the best vehicle for your needs at Ron Elby Auto Sales. We promise you honesty, quality, and satisfaction. Stop by and see us at 1525 East Jackson in Macomb. Call 309-836-3523.
Pike County Glass has been serving the local communities with high-quality glass service at affordable pricing for many years. We're now located at 1351 West Washington Street in Pittsfield, next to Farm and Home Supply. We offer all glass services, including commercial installation, auto glass repair and replacement, and glass shower enclosure installation. Call Pike County Glass, 217-285-4275.
Welcome back on the Great Rivers Bank pregame show. CD rates, they're looking pretty good right now, folks. Need to check it out at Great Rivers Bank. They've got locations in Hannibal, Missouri, and on the Illinois side in Pittsfield, Liberty, and Barry. Stop by the location nearest you, or you can go to the one farthest away from it if you'd like, or just log on to greatriversbank.bank, member FDIC, and an equal housing lender. Well, I don't know that we have a real great gauge on this Western team at this point because, that Porta squad already had a game under their belt, and they're very talented. This is a very inexperienced at the varsity level squad for the Western Wildcats. I think we'll get a little better read on what we can expect to see out of Western throughout the season here tonight against Liberty. One of the things I did like with the Wildcats is it seemed like fundamentally as far as the defensive side and boxing out, that sort of things, they played very hard. There's a lot of hustle. There's too many turnovers, really. And we sort of expected that. Gage Smith, who was a senior last year, did a bulk of the ball handling. And you got to find that guy to be able to handle the rock and get you into your offense successfully. And they're still searching for that guy. I also think we'll see Mason Smith and Payson Tobias, a couple of sophomores, as they get a little more experience under them at the varsity level. Of course, Smith played some last year. Tobias not quite as much. But those guys can really shoot it if given open looks. And they could put up some points in a hurry for this Wildcat squad. And they got to have those glue guys, the Millers and the Wilsons and the Weirs of the world, Ross, those guys who just, come out and play their role well, which is helping facilitate things on offense, working hard to get rebounds. One of those guys may have to become a ball handler before this is all said and done. You never know what those roles will develop into. For this Liberty squad, really, I've been impressed by the two bigs in Hayner and Gim. They both have looked pretty solid. Hayner, I think, still trying to work himself into a little bit more basketball shape, like a lot of guys are this time of the year. Gim, I think, is a kid that could put up, 25 points on a given night in a lot of different ways. But they're still looking for some consistency at that guard play as well. We saw Fessler. He can really light it up. But what Payson Seymour kind of did is sold out to shut him down on the offensive side, especially in the second half of that contest. And one of these other guards is going to have to show that they are a scoring threat, or teams will try to replicate that philosophy and really try to shut down Fessler and realize then that they can probably pack it in on side and also shut down the big boys a little bit as well. But this Liberty squad, it's no joke. Greg Altmix is as good as anybody about preparing his team, and you can tell throughout the games that he continues to coach hard. I'm sure, he'd love to be 2-0 rather than 0-2, but it kind of is what it is at this point. And they'll keep working and keep improving, as will Curtis Stout. These are two good coaches at very different times in their coaching career. Coach Stout's still pretty early on. Coach Altmix a little more seasoned, as you can tell by the gray hair. But both these guys do a good job and really care about the kids and want to get the best out of them so they can have the best experience here at the high school basketball level. We are about 6 minutes away from the starting lineups and the tip-off of this contest. Let's step aside on the Great Rivers Bank pregame show. Back with more after this.
The caring and experienced professionals at Hamilton Funeral Homes are here to support you through this difficult time. We offer a range of personalized services to suit your family's wishes and requirements. You can count on us to help you plan a personal, lasting tribute to your loved one, and we'll carefully guide you through the many decisions that must be made during this challenging time. You're welcome to call us at any time of the day, any day of the week. Visit our funeral home in person or on the web at hamiltonfuneralhome.com. Call 217-593-6517. Press Yours On You would like to wish all the area teams the best of luck this year. If you're looking to get your team shirts or just looking for spirit wear for yourself, remember Press Yours On You. We have over 1,400 square foot of retail space in our shop. Stop by and see us and check out our offerings. Business lets us help you promote your brand. Decoration methods we offer include screen printing, embroidery, and laser engraving. Thank you to everyone in our community for the support over the last 16 years. Thank you for supporting local. Press Yours On You, 506 West Wood, Camp Point, Illinois. Camp Point Central Sports are proud to have Dear Wester Grain as a sponsor of this broadcast. Dear Wester Grain, there for you for all your grain and feed needs. Why don't you give them a call and check out all the locations of Dear Wester Grain? With locations in Golden, Paloma, Mount Sterling, Clayton, La Prairie, Liberty, Industry, Carthage, and Blandonsville. For more information, call Dear Wester Grain Services 696-4461. That's 696-4461, or on the web at dearwestergrain.com. Call Best Systems Builders for all your insulation needs. We are a full-service insulation contractor offering both open and closed cell spray foam, blown cellulose, and fiberglass installation. Best Systems has 2 BPI certified professionals ready to inspect your home or business today. You may qualify for incentives through the American Act on Energy program. Call Scott or Michael at 217-285-6005 for your free estimate, or visit us online at gobestsystems.com and start saving money on your energy bill today.
Welcome back on the Great Rivers Bank pregame show on Central Illinois Sports. In addition to basketball action, Friday morning, 10 o'clock in the morning on a kickoff, the Camp Point Central Panthers will be in a state championship action against Lena Winslow. We'll have an audio-only broadcast for you here on our Central Illinois Sports YouTube channel. Jack and Bob Ray and Bob Lonergan with the broadcast for you on Friday. Pregame show around 9:30 in preparation of that contest. And hoping the Panthers can rise to the occasion and take on a good Lena Winslow squad. And, hey, at least make a game of it, right? I mean,
Yeah.
That's what they're trying to do, is at least make a game of it. Hopefully they can stay close in the first quarter and everything.
If they played them on Facebook, it'd be different. But they don't. And, if the Panthers come out healthy and do their thing as good as they play defense, they'll do all right. They held a team that was undefeated last week to 8 points and put up 44 on them, so that's not too bad.
Yeah, I mean, they've had a nice season one way or the other, so might as well go out and try to win the last one.
Well, Rick Johns told me many years ago when they played Sterling Newman that they had no chance till after the game when they'd won it. And then, they beat North Boone, who's from that NUIC group, rather handily. So they've been good. It's always interesting when you look at the football playoffs, because the WIBC and the Little Okaw used to be the ones with Tuscola and Arcola. And then all of a sudden the northern schools came in, but the WIBC was still there. And, they may not win as many state championships with all the little schools, but they're doing pretty well. And Rodney Flowers and I are both real proud of what the WIBC does over the years. And pretty proud of what happens here at Bolshoi Gymnasium every year.
It's kind of an interesting thing. Liberty doesn't play football. Western co-ops with Pleasant Hill. And actually a couple of these guys were participants on the football team. I know Tobias for sure was a guy who played on the football team, and there were a few others in this group. And I think that you kind of see that play translate onto the basketball court in a little more physical style. I was talking with Brian Shoemaker, who's been doing the games at the Beardstown tournament, and he said, there was a loose ball. Brown County, I think he said, was playing Hartsburg-Imberg, and there was Hartsburg-Imden, and there was a loose ball. And he said the Fullerton kid went after the ball, and this kid from Hartsburg went after it, and Fullerton just absolutely cleaned his clock. And he said it wasn't dirty. It was just like, ooh, one of those kids is a football player, and the other one is not. And you could fairly easily tell who was who. Both teams coming to their respective benches. Let's meet the starters in this contest. Starting lineups tonight brought to you in part by Waters Concrete. Tim Waters offers quality concrete for your new build, driveways, decorative patios, sidewalks, anything with concrete. It's Waters Concrete, ready to serve you. 309-252-1052 for Waters Concrete. The visiting team this evening will be the Western Wildcats. They are 0-1 on the season, and their lineup this evening looks like this. At a guard, a 6-foot senior, Andrew Wilson. At a second guard, a 5'10 sophomore, Dylan Ross. And at the third guard, he's a 5'10 sophomore, that's Payson Tobias. At a forward, a 6'2 sophomore, Mason Smith. And at the other forward, the 5'10 senior, Blaine Miller. Miller, Smith, Tobias, Ross, and Wilson for the Western Wildcats. For the Liberty Eagles, Greg Almix's squad is 0-2 on the season. Their lineup this evening looks like this. At a guard, he's a 5'8" junior, Noah Klauser. At a second guard, a 5'8" junior, Gavin Fessler. And at the third guard is the 6-foot senior, Will Moss. At a forward, a 6'3" junior, Tanner Gim. And at the other forward, the 6'2" junior, Levi Hayner. Hayner, Gim, Moss, Fessler, and Klauser for the Liberty Eagles. Starting lineups also brought to you in part by LSSG Trucking and 3D Leasing. Call 217-285-2808 to talk to the Dunhams and their professional team at LSSG Trucking and 3D Leasing for all of your hauling needs. Western will be in the visiting black uniforms with the white numbers and red outline. Liberty in the home whites with the red numbers here this evening. Glad you're alongside on Central Illinois Sports. A lot of exciting things coming up throughout the rest of the week and throughout the season. We invite you to subscribe to our YouTube channel and also encourage your friends to do so. Tell them about the broadcast. Thank the sponsors for bringing the games to you and sponsoring so we can bring the games to you on Central Illinois Sports. I'm going to honestly tell you, you might be one of the most bizarre human beings I've ever seen. I wish there was a camera just to try to pick up some of the things that you're signaling across the gym, Jack, but luckily for you, there's not.
Oh, there is. It's just not on me. It's on people who are important.
Our referees tonight, speaking of important, it's important to have them for the games. And there's fewer and fewer of them, so we encourage folks to get involved in that aspect as well. We've got Tim Kremlin, Dave Bishop, and Shiloh Savage. We're ready for tip-off here tonight. Our opening tip brought to you by Moose Lodge 420. Hey, check them out for their Friday meal specials. It's a new special each week. You'll find the Moose Lodge on West Washington Street in Pittsfield. The food's hot, the drinks are cold at Moose Lodge 420. Gim will jump for Liberty. Smith for Western. And the tip is up and controlled by Moss, running it all the way down to the backcourt. Pressure all over the court for Western in the early going. Klauser into the front court, finds Gim on the right side. He'll throw the pass across the top, tipped by Wilson and stolen away. Gets it to Tobias, who's streaking into the front court now. For the Western Wildcats, just underway in the opening quarter. Tobias with it across the top to Ross, looking for Smith in the corner left side. Squares, shoots, misses it on the three-point shot, and the rebound to Fessler, his first. Both teams with a possession. Liberty a turnover, Western a missed three, but a good look. Fessler brings it across to Moss on the left side. Active hands by the sophomore in Smith. Here's a ball tipped, run down by Hayner. Out top with it to Fessler. He had it knocked away from behind. It'll stay with Liberty on the baseline here.
Western was a lot more aggressive last night on defense, and they are again tonight. I like the look of their defense.
7:14 to play in the first. No score in the early part of this contest. Out of bounds on the baseline. Fessler to inbound. Throws it to, well, no one in particular, and it won't be touched. That ball will be taken out of bounds. Length of the court to go now, and the second turnover in the first. Well, 49 seconds for this Liberty Eagle squad. 7:11 to play in the first. Western on the attack for the second time in this affair. Tobias with the basketball, works it out top to Ross. Ross over to Smith, fakes the three, puts it on the deck now. Back between the circles to Wilson, right side Tobias, thought about the three, turns it down. A minute into this contest, no score. Wilson, who had a three in the game last night. Turnaround shot now by Tobias inside is good. And an early 2-0 Western advantage. Fessler to inbound. Gets it to Klauser. He'll look to bring it up. Bounce pass across to Moss. Moss with the ball on the wing. Trapped in the corner. Needs some help. Throws a pass down low. Hayner grabs it. Nice spin move. He'll put the shot up, no good. Gim on the tip up, won't fall. Hayner, the rebound, put back, no good. Another rebound, but no, they'll say over the back first by one of the Liberty Eagles, who just missed some shots right in the paint. They just couldn't get the lid off the basket.
Hayner's going to pick up the foul, his first, team first, after getting that offensive board and Gim getting one. Missing the bunnies. It goes the other way.
6:20 to play in the first. 2-0 Western, looking to add to their lead here. Smith with it out front to Wilson left side. Gets him run through the cuts. Ball handoff to Dylan Ross. Ross with the left-hand bounce. Hands it to Smith. Looks to take his man off the dribble. Good pass down low to Ross. Tipped away by Klauser. Ross gathers. Kicks back out to Miller. Miller, the shovel pass to Ross. Had a little trouble with the catch, and they'll say that's a double dribble. And a turnover on Western is their first of the contest. 5:58 to play in the first. Western on top 2-0. Liberty on the attack.
We noticed last night against Porter that Western struggled against the very talented first team, but when the second team came in, they really put a lot of pressure on them and caused some turnovers.
Here's another turnover as Tobias steps in the passing lane to take it away. He'll push it into the front court. Try to go coast to coast. Has his pocket picked by Klauser. Klauser streaking the other way for Liberty. 2 long steps and a shot no good. A rebound fought for. Dipped around and Wilson pulls it in for Western. Gets it to Tobias. He'll look to slow things down for the Wildcats. Wilson, right side, Smith, rises, fires 3, no good. Rebound down to Miller on the offensive side. Back out behind the arc to Tobias. He looks for an opening, gets it to Smith, has the ball knocked away and taken away by Moss, and then a foul by Mason Smith.
Smith will pick up the frustration foul there, his first, team first. 5:14 left first quarter, 2-0 in the early going. Into the ball game comes Max Keller, and Smith will sit down for just a little while.
5:14 to play in the first, 2-0 the Western lead. Liberty with the basketball. Klauser into the front court against the pressure of Keller. Throws a pass on the left side to Moss. Moss penetrates on the baseline, fouled on the floor. Shot did go through, but he was fouled prior to that. It will be Liberty ball out of bounds underneath.
That's going to go against Miller. Blaine Miller will pick up his first, team's second ball out of bounds, and the bench shell in for Liberty.
The bounce pass comes into Gim. He tries a little fadeaway J, and it's good. Good touch by Gim. He's got his first 2, and the game's tied at 2 points apiece. On the Trex LLC scoreboard. Trex for all your diesel repair needs, 217-922-0044. Here's Tobias on a pull-up shot inside the arc. It's an air ball. Western tried to save it in. It goes off of, well, one of the 3 amigos who were hustling after the ball, and it will be ball out of bounds Liberty, length of the court to go.
Alexander comes in as, let's see, Hayner sits down.
It's Jacob Alexander. He is a sophomore. On the other side for Western, we see Zach Rucker in for the first time. Into the front court, Klauser on a nice catch along the sideline, tiptoed there like the NFL wideouts. Finds Fessler down low off the window and in for 2, and Liberty takes their first advantage, 4-2. 4:27 left in this first period. Tobias, Wilson, left side, good look 3 ball, it's too hard. Rebound tipped around, Alexander has it, took it down to his belly button, and they'll say that he was fouled. Tobias called for the foul here.
Payson Tobias will pick up his first, third man with a foul for the Western Wildcats. 4:17 left first quarter, first lead change, a 4-2 lead for Liberty.
Long pass, and this one's going to be stolen away by Wilson. 4th turnover by Liberty. 4 minutes and a little bit of change left in this first period. Here's Wilson down low. Shovel pass off to Miller, no good. Alexander fighting hard for the board along with Keller. Keller wins that battle. Down low, Wilson, who was wide open for a moment, now took his time. Gets it to Keller in the paint, got to get out of there. Scrum for the ball, and it's stolen away. Klauser on the run out into the front court. Tried to find Fessler in traffic. It's turned away by Wilson. Tobias the other way, a 1-on-2. A pull-up shot from the free throw line is an air ball. Saved inbounds by Rucker. Grabbed by Alexander, who was grabbed by Tobias.
Tobias will pick up his second foul in a very short period of time. 4th team foul. There'll be substitutions on both sides. With the fans coming in a little late, I don't think young Mr. Miller there is going to come into the game.
Hayner's back in. He replaces Moss. On the other side, we see Smith return to the contest along with Ross for Western as Wilson and Tobias sit down. 3:40 to play in the first. 4-2 is the Liberty lead. Klauser into the front court, had the ball knocked away off of him last, the official tells us, and another Liberty turnover.
6 turnovers in the early going here.
So pressure from Western causing them some trouble. Smith now travels on takeoff, and Western will turn it over.
For the 5th time. 3:31 left first quarter, 4-2 here in the battle of who's going to take care of the best basketball in the early going.
Fessler will be the man to throw it in on the sideline of the backcourt. Gets it to Klauser. Ball kicked out of bounds by Keller.
So tell me about the kick violation. If it's not on purpose, you don't call it? Or, I just don't know.
If it's your foot, I think it's a kick.
Yeah. Any part of your leg, it used to be, but.
You say tomato, I say potato. Fessler to Alexander. Left side gives it over to Klauser. Looks free throw line again. Down low, tried to find Hayner. He has it knocked away by Miller and stolen away. Miller to Ross, into the front court. Smith attacks the rack on the run. Shot up no good. Rebound Rucker on the weak side though for the Wildcats. To Ross, a little hop shot there, and this game is tied at 4. And then a timeout for Western. 2:56 to play in the first game. Knotted at 4 as you watch high school basketball on Central Illinois Sports.
Since 1921, Farmers State Bank of Camp Point has been a vital part of our community's history. We are proud of our growth, our community leadership, and our success, which is only possible because of all those who shared this journey with us. We are grateful to the generations of loyal customers, families, businesses, employees, officers, and directors who have shaped not only our story, but our entire communities. Thank you. We look forward to serving you and your future generations for the next 100 years. Farmers State Bank and Camp Point. Together, we are a strong, united community.
2:56 to play in the first game, tied at 4 points apiece on the Trucks scoreboard. It'll be ball out of bounds for Liberty, length of the court to go. Quickly into the front court, on the run out, Klauser missed the bunny. Rebound down to Alexander. Gets it into Klauser. He'll pull it back out top, Fessler. Fessler lets it fly from downtown. Good.
He can shoot.
7 for the score. As Liberty's regained the advantage. Their largest lead of the contest, this 3-point lead. Smith with it on the wing. Gets it to Ross. Around the arc it goes to Rucker. Looks for an opening. On the right side, Miller tried to feed Rucker. Saved it in off of Alexander. And out of bounds here.
Alexander's coming and giving this team a little bit of a spark. Couple offensive rebounds for Jacob. Andrew Wilson going to check into the game, and he will sit Blaine Miller down.
2:19 to play in the first. Inbounds pass comes out top to Wilson. Nice backdoor cut in there by Ross. Just needed to go up with it. Had it knocked away at the last moment. It will stay with the Wildcats on the baseline and will allow Luke Weir to check in for the first time, the 5'10 junior, and allows Tanner Gim to come back in for Liberty, replacing Klauser. 7 for the Liberty lead. 2:12 to play in the first. Out top, Smith to Wilson. Wilson says, come back and get this. Moss nearly stole it away. Now a pull-up 3 by Smith won't fall. And Tanner Gim grabs the rebound for Liberty. He throws it ahead, a 3-on-1 here. Driving in, Fessler, a little up and under, and a little spin on that one. A little English for the young man. That makes it 9-4 Liberty. 1:50 to play in the first. Their largest lead of the night, 7 of the 9, coming the way of Fessler. Here's a backdoor pass. That when they were looking for Smith, it was knocked out of bounds by Moss. He says, no Moss on the back door. And ball out of bounds to Western in the corner.
Mason, a very talented young man in Mason Smith. He just needs to let the game come to him a little bit more, not force the issue.
He's got it on the dribble. Drives inside. A little runner up left hand. Good. As it gets to the glass that time. And makes it a 9-6 score. Fessler into the front court to Gim. Attacks down low. Finds Hayner. Hayner drives in. Shot up no good. Fouled as Wilson was hanging on the shoulder. And Hayner goes to the free throw line to shoot a pair.
And the foul will be on Wilson, his first, team 5th. Free throws to be shot by Levi Hayner, who's been an offensive threat in the first couple of games. 9-6, Liberty with the lead, 1:28 left, and he makes the first.
Real Net and Twine, located just north of Pittsfield across from the airport, your local headquarters for concrete lawn ornaments, statues, fountains, benches, and much, much more. Stop by and see Rick and Tracy Reel and their gang, or call 217-285-5013 for Real Net and Twine.
Levi Hayner makes them both. It's 11-6, back to the 5-point lead.
1:23 to play in the first. Smith got into a double team down low. Now kind of finds himself out of it, turns around and said, where did they go? An easy 2 there. 11-8. Back to that 3-point margin. Fessler's on the run into the front court. Works it down low to Moss. Moss puts it off the window. Nice transition that time by the Eagles as they soar for another 2. A minute to play in the first. Smith, a pull-up 3 in transition. He's starting to heat up a little bit as that one rattles in. He's putting them up in a hurry now. Smith with 7. 13-11 the score. On the Truck scoreboard, 50 seconds to play in the first. Here's a pass into the front court. Not touched by Western, just thrown out of bounds by Liberty, and a turnover is their 8th. Miller will come back in, replacing Weir. Western with a chance to tie it or take the lead here. 47 seconds to play in the first quarter.
Coach Altman's working solo tonight. No assistance.
Probably kicked them all out of the gym. Wilson on a little dribble drive, has picked it up, leaves it on the wing for Ross. He promptly throws the ball into the student section where Pittsfield students usually sit.
Dan Sparrow and Alex Altmix both home cooking turkeys, I guess. We'll have to tease them about that. Here comes Jackson White into the game for the Western Wildcats.
Better to be them than the turkey, I guess.
You bet.
33.7 seconds to play in the first. Moss gets the inbounds pass, waits for the guards to catch up into the front court. Has Gim out near the center circle. 26 seconds to play in the first. 13-11, the Liberty lead. Shooting to build on that one here. Here's Klauser on a tough take to the rim. No good. Rebound out to Fessler. To Gim. Drives inside. A little bully ball, and they'll say he traveled.
9th turnover. Gim picks up the second offensive foul.
Greg Altmix, and I quote, "It was slow, but it was only 2 steps." 14.5 seconds to play in the first. The inbounds pass to Tobias as he's back in with 2 fouls. Drives across against Moss with 8. Tobias hands it off to Smith. Smith trying to get free. Left side, Ross for a 3. Rims in and out, no good. Hayner the rebound as the buzzer sounds. And we head to the second quarter with Liberty maintaining a 2-point advantage, 13-11 over the Western Wildcats. Back with second quarter play-by-play after this.
Welcome to Douglas Automotive and Tire, your expert truck and car repair center in Pittsfield, Illinois. We provide full service from oil changes to new tires and everything in between. Contact us today to schedule service. We're located at 303 West Jefferson Street in Pittsfield, Illinois. Call 217-922-0064. That's 217-922-0064. Britton and the gang know cars, and if you need repairs, call Douglas Automotive today for all your repairs. Few things compare to Camp Point Central's fans' dedication to the Panthers. The same can be said about Channel and the farmers they serve. You see, unlike other seed companies, they don't have salesmen. With Channel, you get the advantage of a dedicated Channel seedsman, a trusted year-round advisor who can provide the right recommendations for your fields. It's their hands-on approach that truly sets them apart. Customized service, expert advice, elite seed management products. Find your Channel seedsman at channel.com or contact local district sales manager Matt Hughes at 217-242-8852. 13-11 Liberty after 1. The Western Wildcats 6 of 14, 42%, 1 of 6 from the arc, 17% haven't shot a free throw. Liberty 5 of 11, 45%, 1 of 1 from the arc, 2 of 2 from the free throw line. It'll be Western basketball. 9 turnovers on Liberty, 6 on Western. They'll need to clean that up here in the second frame.
Western on the attack, down 2 to start this second period. Free throw line, Wilson. Look for the back door. Good coverage that time by Liberty. Ball comes back out instead to Ross. Now he has the ball that's kind of bounced funny on him and into the backcourt. And he says, is there a high spot on the floor or what?
I'd go check and see where that board's at that ball bounced off of. That was strange.
It just kind of bounced up. He really had a pretty good handle on it. Then all of a sudden he didn't. Liberty with the basketball now. Fessler inbounds to Gim. Gim drives on the baseline. Strong take. Hit and fouled by Wilson. And 2 shots for Gim.
Wilson's going to pick up his second, I do believe. Tim Kremwoody trying to find the scorer's bench. Second on Wilson, 16 foul. 2 free throws for Gim, who's got a bucket. 13-11, 7:42 left in the half. First one up by Gim is good. The Liberty continues good free throw shooting.
Did you know that the Pike County Express is your local family-owned newspaper? They have been serving Pike County since 1991. You can check them out each Wednesday on a newsstand near you.
Got one for 50 cents today. Gim misses the shot. Rebound comes off to Dylan Ross.
I read mine in the digital format about 4 o'clock this morning. Here's a take to the basket by Smith. He's bumped and fouled by Fessler.
Fessler will pick up his first, team foul number 2 on Liberty.
7:35 to play in the first half. 14-11 is the Liberty lead. It's Western Wildcat ball out on the baseline.
I couldn't tell whether they're going to shoot a free throw or not because the kids were kind of lined up about halfway.
Here's Miller, went up, had a shot blocked, gets his rebound, has it blocked again, and the rebound out of bounds off of Hayner as he just could not corral it with the mitts that time. It remains Western basketball. 7:30 left in the second.
Miller did a good job of letting go of the ball after it was blocked, though, so he didn't get called for traveling.
Inbounds pass now knocked away, and they'll say that it was off of Tobias. So Moss tipped it, went off of Tobias, and a turnover on Western is their 8th. Inbounds pass in the backcourt to Gim. He'll get it to Fessler. Fessler looks to bring it across the half-court line. On the right side, Gim. Gim going to fire a 3 off the bounce, no good. Rebound fought for, and Smith comes out of there with it for Western. He'll turn and take it quickly into the front court. Shot up behind his head. Ball knocked out of bounds, last touch by Liberty. It stays with Western.
7:08 left in the half, 14-11. Liberty with the lead on the Trucks LLC scoreboard.
Inbounds pass in the corner to Tobias. Tobias stopped at the high post. Now to Wilson out top. Back to Tobias a minute into the second period. 14-11 is that Liberty lead. Tobias back on the left wing. Bounce pass to Miller. Tried to get back to Tobias. Tobias, nice job catching that in traffic, and he gets knocked from his feet by Hayner.
Hayner's going to pick up another. That's his second, third team foul. And the ball out of bounds. Tobias tried to get the shot. 2 free throws, but they didn't buy it.
Here's Miller on the right wing. Trying to create, now hands it to Ross. Ross out front to Smith, who had 7 in the first period. He drives inside and travels. Tried to force it that time, and a turnover on Western, their 9th. Here comes Max Keller back into the game, and Mason Smith heads to the bench.
When he forces a shot, he knows he's going to come out, so he just kind of heads to the sidelines. Then he'll get it back. Curtis doing a good job of straightening things out.
Gim on the dribble into the front court. Drives in, leaves it down to Hayner. Hayner's shot no good. And the rebound pulled in by Payson Tobias.
Nothing free when Western sees a guy come in. They go up hard and heavy.
Now Tobias went to enter the ball into the offense, and the man had cut to the basket. Tobias kind of looked at him and said, "Where were you going?"
10 turnovers now on Western, 9 on Liberty.
Gim in the backcourt. Throws it across to Klauser. Near the sideline. Dribbles to the corner. Back out front to Fessler. They're right up in his grill, trying to make sure he doesn't get a whiff of a three-point shot here. Down low, Gim. Try to throw it back out. Klauser. Ball was tipped. Now to Fessler. On the wing, Moss. Moss looked to enter the ball into the post. It was denied there. Run down out front by Fessler. He dribbles around, tried to put up a shot. It goes out of bounds. Last touch by Western, the referee tells us, and it allows Mason Smith to come in as Dylan Ross sits down. On the other side, Alexander returns, replacing Gim.
Blaine Miller plays tough down there in the post, even though he's not very tall.
5:47 to play in the half. 14-11 the Liberty lead. We've been stuck on this score for a bit of time. Inbounds pass comes to Moss. Hayner. Alexander looking down low. Ball knocked away. Out of bounds. Last touch by Mason Smith.
Blaine Miller playing tough in that post, kind of like Jordan Harris used to many years ago at about 5'11". He'd take on the big guys in the paint. Back when there used to be paint in the 3-second lane.
Here's an inbounds pass that's too far for Hayner to try to get to. Goes out of bounds and a turnover here. 5 minutes, 40 seconds to play in the second quarter. 14-11 is the Liberty lead. Western trying to cut it closer here or tie the game. Out top with it is Blaine Miller. To Tobias, beats his man off the baseline. Help defender a little late, sliding over, and a foul will be whistled.
Will Moss will pick up the foul, his first fourth team foul. Will Moss, a hard worker on defense too. Zach Rucker into the game. He'll sit Blaine Miller down.
Wilson, the trigger man. Inbounds pass to Rucker. Rucker to Keller. Works it inside to Wilson. Back out top to Keller off of the Wilson screen. Now the ball knocked loose. A scrum for it in the middle of the court. Wilson runs it down. Saves it alive to Smith. Smith going to pull up for a three. It's an air ball, and Moss gets the rebound. To Klauser. 5 minutes to play in the second quarter. Klauser with it in the backcourt. Ooh, had the ball bounce off his leg, and Liberty's Greg Altmix wants the timeout. We'll pause as well. 4:57 to play in the half. 14-11, the advantage for Liberty. Back with more after this.
At Logan Agri-Service, we consider it a badge of honor to be recognized as one of the larger independent suppliers of crop protection chemicals in the Midwest. We've worked hard for years to provide you with the access to the best herbicides, insecticides, and fungicides from top manufacturers because we know without you, our local farmers, we wouldn't be here. When you have questions, call our local experts to discuss what works best for your fields and your situation, or visit us online at loganag.com. Serving agriculture since 1962.
4:57 to play in the second quarter. 14-11 is the advantage for Liberty as they are battling it out with the Western Wildcats here tonight from the Saukee Turkey Tourney. Liberty's got the basketball as their coach Greg Altmix took the timeout to avoid a possible 10-second call. Moss with it on the wing, left side. Looks down low, ball knocked out of bounds, touched by Wilson last, and it will be Liberty ball on the baseline. Eagles to inbound. Up by 3. Pass comes into Moss. Works it to Fessler. Out top, Klauser, a good look for a three. It's off the mark, and on the rebound, 2 Wildcats fighting for it. I believe it'll be Western ball. I believe that because the referee indicated that before I said what I was going to say, because I was going to say I believed it was going to be Liberty ball, but it's not. It's Western ball. 4:30 to play in the half. Wilson out top. And now they're going to call Fessler on the bump as Smith was trying to post up on him.
Fessler's second, team foul number 5. It was 13-11 at the end of the quarter. We played 3.5 minutes here, and we've scored a point. We haven't. Because if I was playing, there wouldn't be any points being scored at this point.
Good point. Inbounds pass, stolen away by Moss. Moss on the run into the front court. He's going to go up, try to challenge Smith. Gets to the rim and scores.
Moss is strong. He's got 4 now.
And makes it a 5-point Liberty lead, their largest of the contest. On the Trucks LLC scoreboard. Smith with it out front. Backdoor pass down and low, finds Rucker, whose runner won't go. Alexander secures the board for Liberty.
Alexander with 2 offensive and 1 defensive board already.
Left side, Alexander. Round low to Moss. Moss, tough turnaround shot, no good. Rebound fought for. Rucker like he shot out of a cannon into the front court. He'll find Smith out front. He surveys the floor. Kind of lets the traffic fly by. Finds a wide open Blaine Miller down low who just misses the open layup as it rimmed in and out on him. And the rebound down to Liberty. Into the front court, Fessler, and we have a timeout for a possible injury.
Good job by the officials. Stop and play. They were not heading to the basket. It was time to get that young man off that was limping on the court.
3:24 to play in the half. 16-11 is the Liberty lead. Trucks LLC is our scoreboard sponsor. They've got mobile service units for you at this time for all of your diesel repair needs at Trucks. Call the Trucks guys, 217-922-0044. Alexander on the left side, Fessler. Dribbles out near that volleyball line. He says, man, I kind of like to shoot it out here. He'll take it on the wing to Alexander. Down low to Gim, and he's hung on to and fouled by Wilson.
Wilson's going to pick up his third foul of the first half. That'll be the 7th team foul, one in bonus for Liberty now. And Tanner Gim will go to the free throw line where he is 1 for 2 from there, has 3 points. His team leads 16-11. If he can make a free throw here, he can give his team their biggest lead of the ball game. Levi Hayner would like to check into the game, and with the 1-and-1, they'll allow that to happen. Also on the other side, Max Keller will come in. No, they said it was on the floor. Oh, my. No, you're right, John.
No, it's 16-11, and it was.
It was on the floor. That's what they're saying. Free throw no good, so Smith comes away with the rebound. I'm sorry you can't hear John. I know that, but hard for me to remember that sometimes.
Here's a carry now called on Mason Smith. Curtis Stout didn't think he did. Tim Crum, when he looked at him, said, well, I thought so. And at this point, the only opinion that matters is the guy in stripes, which is opposite from every other part of life, by the way. Usually those people they don't listen to anymore. Here's a foul in the backcourt by Mason Smith now as he went to try to steal the ball, and he's called for the reach, and it'll be a 1-and bonus situation for young Mr. Fessler.
His second, team 8th. Gavin Fessler goes to the free throw line. The only problem I can see with him with free throws, having 7 points, is he might be too close to the basket. He likes to shoot from outside. First one is up and too long.
Rebound down to Keller for Western. The Wildcats Rucker into the front court. Now to Weir. Weir on a tough pull-up. He left it a little short. And a rebound down to Hayner. Hayner gets it to Fessler. He's trying to get free of Rucker in the backcourt. To Klauser. 2:33 to play in the second quarter. 16-11 is that advantage for Liberty.
The guards from Western keep you from getting in your offense. I will give them credit for that.
Here's a pass into Hayner now. Has the ball knocked loose, and it's stolen away. Here's Smith on the run out into the front court. He'll put it up, miss the layup. Rebound down to Miller. Ball still trying to get corralled. The shot blocked by Gim, who hustled back. Free throw line, Keller with the basketball. On the right side, Smith for a 3. In and out, no good. Miller another offensive board. Pulls it right back out to Weir for a 3. It's an air ball. Rebound fought for underneath and out of bounds. It was last touched by Western. It will be Liberty ball. And Western wants the timeout. We'll pause as well. 1:58 to play in the half. 16-11 the advantage for Liberty. Back with you on the other side of this break.
Here in Pittsfield, we're focused on maintaining a healthy, diverse economic base to increase opportunities for our residents. Economic factors greatly affect a community's overall potential, and we strive to continue our prosperous culture. The availability of both commercial and industrial employment centers and new lucrative entrepreneurship opportunities are major assets for growth and development here in Pittsfield. In addition to providing employment and income to people, Pittsfield also boasts several tax incentive districts to further facilitate economic growth. Examples of growth and success can be seen throughout Pittsfield. Pittsfield is located within Pike County and widely known for the abundance of white-tailed deer, and is also home to companies that have capitalized from the region's natural resources. Located over on Madison Street, Whitetail Properties is a major local and international employer that truly embodies the local and economic spirit of Pittsfield. State-of-the-art communications and telecommuting are available here. Be sure to catch their televised series throughout the week on the Sportsman Channel. Come grow and be a part of something great in Pittsfield, Illinois.
1:58 to play in the half. 16-11 the advantage for Liberty. It'll be their ball length of the court to go. Ball out of bounds will be Liberty ball. There was an explanation on whose ball it was. It will be Liberty ball. The official did indicate that Black had tipped the ball. that it would be Liberty ball, and I think Coach Stout thought it was going to be their ball. Here's an inbounds pass that it's going to be black ball anyway. See, the universe sometimes works itself out, as Miller stole away the inbounds pass, then he's fouled by Moss.
Moss will pick up his second foul of the night, 16 foul.
Comes Hayner back in. He replaces Tanner Cooley, who was on the floor briefly. Liberty has 3 guys with 2 fouls on the floor right now. Western has just Smith with a pair of fouls. He's also on the court. Here's Tobias. I guess he's got 2 as well. He misses a layup. And the rebound pulled down by Liberty. They get it to Clouser into the front court. Down low, Moss. Turnaround shot underneath, no good. Rebound to Miller. He's really grabbing boards in a handful tonight. To Ross the other way. 1:27 to play in the half. Tobias, left side, wide open 3, no good. Rebound down to Will Moss for Liberty. To Clouser. 5-point lead. Liberty also pitching a shutout in the second quarter so far. Here's a shot put up by Fessler, no good. Rebound pulled in. Uh-oh, not a shutout going to be anymore. Smith's going to go up, and he will, well, it's still going to be. He missed the dunk. Rebound down to Hayner, and it's a held ball then. And it will be Liberty ball on the alternating possession arrow. 1:02 to play in the second quarter. Here's Alexander going to the bench. Gim back in on the other side. Rucker into the contest. He replaces Tobias. Length of the court to go for Liberty. A 5-point lead here in the last minute and 2 seconds of the first half. Gim with the ball, knocked from his feet by Miller, and Gim will head to the other end to shoot the 1 and bonus.
Miller picks up his second, 9th team foul, 1-1, where Liberty now is 3 of 5 from the free throw line. They made their first 3 and have missed their last 2. Tanner Gim with 3 points on the night, 1 for 2 from the free throw line. Actually 1 for 3, I should say. Tobias right back in there after the coach gave him some advice. 59.6 seconds left in the half. Gim's first one is up and good.
Bowlers Universe, they're open Monday through Thursday, 11 a.m. to 10 p.m., Fridays to midnight, Saturdays 4 to midnight. Tonight they're hosting the Saukee Nation Queen of Hearts drawing. Tickets on sale at 6:30, drawing at 9 o'clock at Bowlers Universe in Pittsfield.
I hope we get there so I can buy a ticket. Second one up and good.
By 9 o'clock?
Never know.
I would have to think we should be there. 18-11 the Liberty lead. They've opened it up to a 7-point advantage now with 50 seconds to play in the half. Miller with the ball on the wing. Works it out to Tobias. Had to kind of run down a wide pass. On the bounce against Moss. Ball stolen away now by Gim. Gim on the run out into the front court. Coast to coast layup good. And the lead grows to 9. 20-11. 30 seconds to play in the half. Miller with it left wing for the Wildcats. Now to Tobias from Keller. Gim went for the steal. Tobias breaks free and is fouled on the floor. 1-1.
1-1 situation. The ball did go in. Blocking foul. Tobias to the free throw line trying to get the first points of the quarter for his team. He has 2 points. Rucker will check in. Into the game comes Convention.
Foul was on Clouser.
Oh, my mistake. I'll be darned. Tobias' shot up, won't fall. Rebound Moss.
Moss with a rebound. Outlet pass to Clouser. Into the front court, Fessler near the sideline. Throws a dangerous pass. Tipped but run down by Moss with 11 seconds to play in the half. Clouser on the run out. Shot up no good. Fouled from behind though by Clouser. And 2 shots coming up here for Payson Tobias with 2 seconds left on the clock.
Clouser picks up his second foul. So the foul was on Fessler a moment ago, you said, right?
Clouser. He's got 2 fouls in a row here. Fourth guy with 2 fouls for Liberty.
2 seconds left, 20-11. Tobias back to the free throw line to shoot a pair. First one is up, in and out, no good. You can do her, Payson. Put her in there, old buddy. Relax the sophomore. Second one a little short. Gets a rebound. Gets a shot up in time. Count it.
So there will not be a shutout in the quarter. 20-13 as Tobias beats the buzzer. Cuts it down to a 7-point game. And we head to the Little Jess Motors halftime show.
There's a road that makes all the difference between the good and the great. The road less traveled for the few who can handle the grind. One of hard work, dedication, integrity, and leadership, with a respect for heritage and tradition and a willingness to adapt. At Little Jess, we travel that road every day because we believe in that difference. And we dare our competition to try and keep up. Little Jess, serving the tri-state area since 1969.
Hey guys, it's James and Todd coming at you from Jersey's here. Hey, and it is a beautiful day outside.
Catch all the action at Jersey's in Camp Point. Fresh, made-to-order sandwiches, wraps, horseshoes. Check out our brisket bacon burger, our Nashville hot chicken. Fried chicken every Thursday night. Enjoy an afternoon on the patio or catch a game on one of our 7 TVs. Queen of Hearts drawing every Wednesday at 7 o'clock.
Todd, you got some beers for us?
Hey, you know what? It's time for that segment.
We love beer!
Ice cold draft beer, unmatched craft selection, and signature drinks. Jersey's Bar and Grill in Camp Point, your hometown sports bar.
From our trucks to their lunch trays, to your local hospital, to your favorite pub, and to your kitchen table. For more than 60 years, Dot Foods and Dot Transportation have been stocking the shelves of your hometown. Sure, we've grown a lot, but at our core, we're still small-town, family-run businesses that care about our communities and the people who keep us running. Join the Dot family today and be part of something bigger.
I love working in spine care because when patients get better, there's no better feeling than that.
We both, Alexis and I, take a lot of time listening to their story, which is important so the patients know that we are caring and are thinking about them and not just about their back or just about their neck. You start with the story, you add the exam information, and then you come up with what's causing this problem, and then a treatment plan.
Welcome back on the Little Jess Motors halftime show. It's a 20-13 advantage at the break for the Liberty Eagles over the Western Wildcats. Halftime stats are brought to you this evening in part by Illini Express, here to serve you with walk-in medical care when you need it. Open 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Monday through Saturday. On Thanksgiving Day, they'll be open 7 to 11. Illini Express sees patients ages 18 months and older. No appointment necessary. Learn more at IlliniHospital.org.
Well, here at halftime, it's 20-13 in favor of Liberty over Western. Western's turned the ball over 13 times. They're shooting 6 of 27, 22%, 1 of 10 from the arc, and 0 of 4 from the free throw line. 3 fouls on Andrew Wilson, 2 on Mason Smith, 2 on Payson Tobias, and 2 fouls on Blaine Miller. Liberty's turned the ball over 13 times. They're 7 of 20, 35%, 1 of 3 from the arc, 5 of 7 from the free throw line. That's the difference maker, 71%. 2 fouls on Levi Hayner, 2 on Will Moss, 2 on Gavin Fessler, and a pair of fouls on Noah Klauser in the first half. Liberty leads it 20-13 on the Little Jess Motors halftime show on Central Illinois Sports, where we'll be back to tell you individual statistics after these.
Did you know that PCRE Real Estate and Auction now offers a full-service auction alternative? Farmland, residential real estate, commercial real estate, estates, guns, antiques, farm equipment, and commercial equipment are a few examples that the experienced auction team is ready to assist you with. Our team can make the auction experience less stressful and smooth. Check out our next auctions at our new auction location at 500 Piper Lane in Pittsfield, or call 217-430-2985 and speak with Jason Duke to learn more.
It's time to say Pepsi, please, at your local county market. Refreshment Services Pepsi and County Market, your best value for delicious drinks to get ready for every game. Stop by your local county market to pick up your favorite Pepsi products today. Stock up for your next family get-together. Refreshment Services Pepsi and County Market for the best price around on all your Pepsi products. You love them and they've got them at County Market. Stop by today and say, Pepsi, please, at your local county market.
Looking for quality vitamins, supplements, and pre-made healthy meals? Then you need to stop by Roots Market in Pittsfield. They also carry a variety of toxin-free body care products and offer Kangen water memberships. Remember to shop small and local this holiday season. They're located at 115 North Mississippi Street. That's Roots Market in Pittsfield.
The Farmers National Bank of Griggsville with locations in Griggsville, Mount Sterling, and Pittsfield. Maybe you ask, why choose Farmers National Bank of Griggsville? The answer is simple. Local people, local decisions, and local commitment with local investments. We have many products and services to meet your needs. We invite you to find out more about us. Go to fmbgriggsville.com and explore all the services we offer. Visit any of our 3 friendly locations in Mount Sterling, Griggsville, and Pittsfield today. The Farmers National Bank of Griggsville, local people helping local people, member FDIC. Little Jess Motors, our halftime sponsor, and the Trucks LLC scoreboard, 20-13. Liberty with the lead over Western. In the first half, Western was led by Mason Smith, who had 7 points all in the first quarter, 2 for Dylan Ross, and 4 for Payson Tobias, as he got that bucket right at the buzzer to end the first half. For the Liberty Eagles, Gavin Fessler was 7 points. He had those all in the first quarter. 7 by Tanner Gim and 2 by Levi Hayner in the first half. Gim's 7 points all came in the second quarter of this contest. Liberty leads at 20-13. We'll take a break. Come back and have the second half play-by-play coming your way after these. Damon Plumbing, serving all of Pike County and the surrounding area with quality residential and commercial plumbing services. Damon Plumbing offers septic installation, drain cleaning, new water lines, remodel work for your home, or if you're planning a new build, make sure you include the Damon boys. To get it right the first time, no job too big. Have you seen Braden and Doug? Or too small? Sorry, Corby, couldn't resist. Call Braden at 217-491-5415 or Doug at 217-617-2318. Damon Plumbing, recommended by our family for your family. When you think of fall, what comes to mind besides pumpkins, honey, and football? How about fertilizer? Studies show more than 1/3 of your crop's yield is determined by fertilizer alone. Studies also show as much as 40% potassium and 30% phosphate gets tied up in stalks and residue, as well as high clay content. Nutrient Ag Solutions recommends Titan, which is an innovative fertilizer catalyst designed for use with dry fertilizer blends. Titan will keep nutrients from being tied up and increase fertilizer availability in your crop. Titan is a low-cost option to improve crop fertility. Contact your nutrient crop consultant today. Trucks LLC will be located this fall in the new building at 14 East Industrial Park Drive in Pittsfield. Call 217-922-0044. Diesel repair service offering 24-hour roadside repair, mobile service units, semi-truck and trailers, farm and ag equipment, DOT inspections, hydraulic hose repair. Anything diesel, we can come to you along the road in the field or at your shop. It's Trucks. Call 217-922-0044. That's 217-922-0044. Time to be thinking about tax planning. You can count on Illinois FBFM for accounting, consulting, and tax preparation for farmers and businesses in Pike, Brown, and Adams County. Phone 217-593-7233. That's 593-7233. Illinois FBFM can take care of your farm accounting needs. Get your accounts in order for this tax season. Contact Jesse Shootman, Emily Matthews, and Brad Wellman. Illinois FBFM in Camp Point, working for you. Are you short on time or budget, but your family is hungry? It's time for the Maya Authentic Mexican Restaurant in Pittsfield. Try the Maya Special, a crowd favorite. Delicious grilled fajitas, steaks, nachos Mexicano, salads in a tortilla bowl, the tastiest salsa and cheese sauce around, and the fastest service anywhere. You can afford it. It's the Maya Mexican Restaurant on Washington Street. Call ahead with your order and you can pick it up in the drive-thru, 217-285-4526. The Maya Restaurant in Pittsfield.
Thank you to Little Jess Motors, our halftime sponsor here on Central Illinois Sports. 20-13 is the advantage at the halftime break for the Liberty Eagles. They will get the basketball to start this second half of play. It's the final seconds of the halftime roll off the clock. Little Jess Motors, they have Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram. It's all for you in one spot. They're the place to go for your next vehicle purchase. Their staff is committed to making the car buying process simple, making sure each customer's needs are satisfied. Learn more at littlejessmotor.com or stop by and see them at 3431 Main Street in Quincy, Illinois. Well, second half of this contest, we still have the Pittsfield Payson Seymour game coming up for you this evening. Brian Shoemaker's got games from the Beardstown tournament tonight as well. Right now in that first half, Rushville was leading Minden Unity 19-15 at the half. They have also at 6:30 West Central playing the Galesburg JV squad. And then at 8 o'clock, Southeastern will play Beardstown. You can watch all of those games live here on Central Illinois Sports on YouTube.
It'll be Western basketball as we start the third quarter. They trail by 7, trying to cut into that lead.
Wildcats have Tobias, Wilson, Smith, Miller, and Ross to start the second half. Pass was tipped, run down by Tobias on the wing. Wilson now has picked it up, gets it to Ross, left side Miller. Miller puts it on the deck, looking down on the corner. That's to Smith. Checks his surroundings, fires a 3 and hits.
It's got 10.
Makes it 20-16. Just underway in this third period. On the run of the front court, Fessler. Ball picked out of the air by Andrew Wilson. Has a 3-on-1, but he double dribbled.
Turnover each way, 14 both directions.
So Liberty will have it on the sideline out of bounds. Right in the front court. Ball comes in the backcourt to Klauser. Dribbles toward the wing, now back out between the circles. His squad leading by 4. Here's Gim going to fire a 3, trying to answer, no good, and Moss is over the back on the rebound.
Moss will pick up the foul. That'll be his third, one coming very quickly here in the first 56 seconds of the third quarter.
And Western with a chance to cut it closer on this attack. Payson Tobias walks it across the half-court line. Looking for the ball handoff now to Smith. Smith to Miller. Drives in, lost the ball. It was touched, they say, by Klauser. And it will stay with Western on the baseline. Alexander comes in. He replaces Moss with those 3 fouls.
Smith trying to get Miller down low. It was a nice entry pass. Miller just had good defense in front of him that time.
Ross to throw it in. Looks for an opening. Finds the man out front, and Wilson. Back to Ross. Had to really make a pretty athletic move to catch that ball. Now tries the pass down low, and it's out of bounds. Led Smith just a hair too fall on the backdoor pass.
Ross ought to be a wide receiver the way he went up and got that one.
6:44 to play in the third period. Liberty back on the attack with this 4-point lead. There's a pass that Fessler tried to lead Klauser on. Klauser wasn't ready for it.
Anything I can do, you can do better. 15 turnovers each team now.
Just a couple squads that don't have a lot of guys with a ton of varsity experience.
Both teams playing hard defense, causing the turnovers to them.
Wilson on the dribble, out front against Hayner. Gets it into Tobias. Tobias gets caught in the paint, and they'll call 3 seconds. Turnover Fest 2022 to start this second half. 6:21 to play in the third. Liberty ball, length of the court to go.
Full court pressures caused a lot of trouble.
Knocked it out of bounds. Does Western's Payson Tobias. Stays with Liberty on the sideline here in the backcourt.
Restart the 10-second count.
Couple of dribbles. Fessler's picked it up, now to Klauser. Klauser throws a dangerous pass, knocked out of bounds by Wilson. And Liberty will have it out of bounds in the front court now. Here comes Keller back into the game. He is going to replace Payson Tobias. 6:08 to play in the third. Inbounds pass to Alexander. Hands it off to Fessler. In the corner right side, Klauser. Puts down low, nothing open. Now back out Fessler to Alexander. On the left wing, it's Hayner. Tried the entry pass, knocked away. Alexander runs it down. Hayner into Gim. Gim turns and attacks down low. Held on the floor here by Wilson. And 2 shots coming up for Tanner Gim.
Wilson will pick up his 4th, first team foul of the second half. Gim with those good paws he's got at the end of his wrist, man. He catches the ball solidly and is able to control it. Tries to add to his team's 4-point lead here. 20-16, 5:46 left third quarter. First one up by Gim, no good.
Waters Concrete, Tim Waters and company. They offer quality concrete for your new build. Driveways, decorative patios, sidewalks, anything with concrete. It's Waters Concrete, ready to serve you. 309-252-1052.
Gim's second free throw, up and good. Give him 8.
And the lead back to 5 for Liberty. 5:45 to play in the third. Miller with it behind the arc left side for the black-clad Wildcats. To Ross. Keller. Out top, Miller. He'll put it on the deck a couple of times here. Trying to find Smith. Smith will attack. Shot put up, no good. Moss with a rebound, and Smith fouls him. And Smith kind of has a bad habit of doing that. He thinks maybe he got fouled, and then he almost immediately commits a foul.
Yep, picks up his 3rd. Moss with his 4th board. That'll hurt Mason because it keeps him from being able to stay on the floor.
He'll stay out there right now, though, on the defensive side.
Got to complete that layup. He has the strength and ability to do that.
Here's a turnover by Liberty. Smith has it into the front court. Finds Tobias. Reverse layup up and good.
Payson Tobias with 6 now.
21-18 the score. 5:13 to play in the third. On the Trucks scoreboard. Klauser and Fessler look to bring it up. Fessler dribbles through the defenders. Drives in. Pass is not knocked out of bounds. They'll say they just went out of bounds. And a turnover on Liberty.
17 turnovers on Liberty now. 5:03 left third quarter, 21-18. Liberty maintaining a lead, but it's dwindled from 7 at halftime.
5 minutes left in the third. Rucker, who's back in, has the ball. Used the bounce. Now to Keller left side. Works it down to Miller on the baseline. Trying to work in against Gim. They kind of bounce off of one another, and he travels.
Yep. Got himself in a tough spot. Hayner comes back in. Gim will take a chair for a moment. Liberty at their best when both those guys are out there when they can play a little high-low.
4:45 to play in this third period. Liberty trying to add on to this 3-point advantage. Moss has it down low. Hayner, good find. Hayner blocked from behind though by Tobias, and the rebound down to Miller. Off to Tobias on the outlet. Gets it to Rucker. Ooh, out an open lane. Throws it back out top to Keller. Miller, right side to Smith for a 3, good, and we're tied at 21.
He's got 13.
Knotted at 21 points apiece now, as it is an 8-1 run here so far in this third period after Western's scored only 2 points in the second quarter, and that was on a last-second shot. Here's the ball tipped out of bounds.
Just a half-second slow on throwing those passes, and it gives Western a chance to get a hand on there and knock him out of bounds. Smith now with 6 points in the second half.
Here's Gim back in. Alexander sits down.
Western's defense has been good. It wasn't bad in the Porter game.
Inbounds pass into Hayner, faded away, shot no good. Rebound down to Mason Smith. He'll push it into the front court. Western trying to retake a lead. Dribble drive inside, and it's stripped away by Fessler. Fessler on the dribble, pestered by Smith. Gets it into the front court to Moss, and Moss steps out of bounds.
Smith came close to picking up his 4th foul after he had that turnover.
3:52 to play in the third. In the game that's tied at 21 points apiece on the Trucks LLC scoreboard.
Tied at 2, 4, and now at 21 after it was a 7-point game at halftime.
And here is a foul called against Moss.
Moss going to pick up his 4th. That's a big foul. It's a young man that they like to have on the court. And here comes Alexander to take his place.
.346 to play in the third. Game is tied at 21 points apiece.
1 lead change in the ball game, shooting for a second.
Now 2, as Tobias makes a layup.
He's got 8.
And the Wildcats come roaring right back into this one, but then a reach-in foul on Tobias as he bumped and fouled Klauser.
His third, team third.
Here comes Ross back in. Tobias will sit down.
A lot of the challenge for Curtis Stout, the head coach, is trying to keep all these guys able to play because they get themselves in foul trouble.
Fessler into the front court. Gim tried to find Alexander, too far out of his reach, and another turnover by Liberty.
Actually, I think the ball was to Alexander. He just failed to really go out and get it. Turnovers, that's 5 more in the second half, 18 in the ball game for Liberty.
And they find themselves down by 2 now. Miller with it for Western. Right side, Rucker for the 3. It's off the mark. And the rebound, good hustle by Blaine Miller. Tried to keep it alive, but ran out of room there on the baseline. Here's Tanner Cooley back into the game. Alexander will sit down. And it's Liberty ball, length of the court to go. 3:10 still to play in this third. Gim to Fessler. Fessler says, guys, don't leave me back here by myself. To Gim. He'll work it across to Fessler. Fessler pulls up for a 3. He a little long this time. And Rucker gets the board for the Wildcats. To Keller. Brings it across on the pass to Smith. Deep 3, right wing, good.
16
of his team's 26, and their largest lead of the night for Western. This 5-point lead, 26-21, with 2:40 to play in the third. Here's another turnover. Ball stolen away by Ross. Runner up off the window in for 2. And timeout Liberty. Big run here in this second half by the Western Wildcats. They have a 7-point lead, 28-21, 2:34 to play in the third on Central Illinois Sports.
Illini Community Hospital is committed to providing high-quality specialty care close to home. We are pleased to welcome Dr. William Severino, urologist, and Dr. Mark Mount, ear, nose, and throat physician, to the consulting physician clinic team at the Castile Center. Specialty care is also provided for orthopedics, cardiology, podiatry, obstetrics, oncology, and more. Learn more by visiting IlliniHospital.org or call 217-285-2113, extension 3950 to schedule an appointment.
.234 to play in the third. 28-21 is the Western advantage as they have come back from down 8 at the halftime break to now lead by 7 here in this third period. A lot of that is because of the number of turnovers they have forced by this Liberty Eagles squad.
Yep, 6 in the third quarter. And once again, Western has scored 15 points in the quarter and only scored 13 in the first half. Last night they scored, 20-21 total. Kind of getting the points from the defensive pressure.
In the backcourt with it is Fessler. He'll give it up to Gim. Gim brings it across on the dribble into a double team. Still has the ball, has picked it up, looks for an opening, finds Fessler left side. He gets a good look from 3 and he'll hit it. That ball barely touched the net.
He's got 10.
28-24 the score. 2:10 to play in the third. Ross with the basketball, and he hopped with it, and he'll be called for a travel.
He catches it and hops quite often, and he got called for it that time. 2:08 left third quarter, 28-24 Western with the lead. That'd be a time when their coach would like to have seen them had a longer possession with a 4-point lead.
Fessler inbounds and a turnover. Tobias on the dribble, puts up a little floater in the lane, no good. Rebound down to Jackson White. Now it's knocked loose as Cooley's on the floor, and he gets a steal. To Tanner Gim. Over the top of the defense to Klauser. Klauser will try to throw it and threw it too high for Cooley. Right idea, just didn't execute, and a turnover again here by the Eagles.
Coach Altmix is applauding the play, though, because that's what he wants him to do, just a little better pass. He liked the ball movement.
1:45 to play in this third period. Western back on the attack. Keller looks down low to Smith and try to post up now. Fadeaway jump shot short, and Gim has the rebound for the Eagles. Fessler to Klauser into the front court. Klauser on the right wing. Works it out top to Fessler. Fessler open 3 short. Rebound Hayner kept it alive to Fessler. They'll get another opportunity here. Fessler trying to help get the floor shaped up here.
Haven't seen Gim shoot a three tonight, and last night he was hot as a firecracker from there.
From the right wing especially. Here's a pass now thrown away as Smith gets the steal. He'll then have it taken right back away by Klauser. And then he's fouled by Smith with 55.5 seconds to play in the third period.
Smith will pick up his fourth. 4 team fouls, 55 seconds left in the quarter, and Smith will have to sit for a while until part of the fourth is gone, I'm sure. It's a difference maker.
First call both ways of the season. 49 seconds to play in the third. Probably not the first, just the first that was audible. And there's a foul on Keller.
That'll go against Keller, his first. What did you mean by both ways?
Someone yelled, call it both ways.
Oh.
You know what? When there's a foul on the other end, they've called it. I promise. Look at Liberty.
Yeah.
They lit up like a Christmas tree on the foul side.
Both sides have plenty of fouls called. No problem with the officiating at all here, kids.
42.4 seconds to play in the third. Inbounds pass comes out to Fessler at the volleyball line.
Put a stripe on, boys. Give it a shot.
In the corner, Gim. Gim on a pull-up jump shot. Good touch.
He's got 10.
28-26. 2-point game with 27 seconds to play in the third.
Big possession right here.
Miller with the ball right wing. Works it out between the circles to Ross. Ross to White. White a single bounce of it. Now to Miller. He'll throw a pass, run down by Ross. Stolen away by Klauser. He's all by his lonesome in the front court and makes the left-handed layup to tie the game at 28. 3 seconds, 2 seconds. Ross will have a shot from the three-point line. No good. And we head to the fourth quarter tied at 28. Western, Liberty in an entertaining contest here from the Saukee Turkey Tourney. Back with fourth quarter play-by-play after this.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. You've heard that phrase many times. And Rod Prentice in Pittsfield, your State Farm agent, is the guy you can count on to be your friend and neighbor in the insurance business. He has a complete line of insurance available for you from State Farm Insurance. You can reach him at 217-285-6930. Our family trusts Rod Prentice with all of our insurance needs. Stop by their office on Washington Street and see the girls. And Rod Prentice, your State Farm agent, 217-285-6930.
PCRE Real Estate and Auction is your #1 resource for buying or selling real estate in West Central Illinois. With 2 office locations, one in Pike County and the other in Calhoun County, PCRE Real Estate and Auction is the place to go when you're looking to buy or sell farmland, recreational and hunting land, residential or commercial property. See our current listings at PCRERealestate.com or call us at 217-285-5800 for PCRE Real Estate and Auction.
Tied at 28, Liberty and Western. 10 of 27 is Liberty, 37%, 2 of 7 from the arc, 6 of 9 from the free throw line. Western, 12 of 39, 30.7%, 4 of 15 from the arc, 27%, 0 of 4 from the free throw line. Liberty basketball, Mason Smith on the bench with 4 fouls right now, 4 on Will Moss on the other side.
Alexander gets it on the inbounds. He drives inside, finds Hayner. Hayner backs his way in, and they'll call him for traveling.
Turnover number 23 on Liberty, 10 in the second half.
Game knotted at 28 points apiece on the Trucks LLC scoreboard. Here in the first moments of this fourth quarter. Here's Ross trying to get past Klauser to Tobias on the right side. Tobias now beats his man off the dribble, missed the layup though, and Hayner gets the rebound.
5 boards for Hayner on the night.
Klauser into the front court, finds Gim. Gim's going to attack the rack down low, up off the window, and in for 2.
He's got 12.
And the lead change is the third of the contest as Liberty takes the advantage, 30-28, 7:24 to play. Here's Wilson on a nice backdoor pass, knocked loose in the lane, though Alexander on the floor after it. And they're going to call it a travel. Well, really, with Alexander and Klauser were actually kind of fighting over the ball, one on the ground, one standing up, and 2 guys on the same team possessed it, but it's called as a travel in these parts and most. Here's Miller on the inbounds, and he has it knocked away, stolen away. Klauser on the run into the front court. Fessler. They will count the basket, and an and one here.
Not going to count the basket. Going to send him out of bounds with it. Said it happened beforehand. I actually thought that Fessler almost initiated the contact going to the basket. Foul's going to go the other way on Keller. It'll be his second, 16 foul.
Yep. 7:11 left. Liberty ball out of bounds underneath.
Slurpee time.
Ball comes into Gim. Ooh, backs his way in. Strong move. Shot up no good, but he's fouled.
Gim will go to the free throw line. That's what you need that junior to do, is take control. That foul will go on Keller. It'll be his third, second in about 10 seconds. 17 fouls. 2 shots for Tanner Gim, the junior, who has 12. Free throw is up and good. He's got things straightened out again.
He's pretty explosive on that move.
He's got some talent, got some moves. Second one up, also good. Just had to wait his turn.
Pretty good free throw shooter.
Yep, 14 points for him tonight.
And he's helped his team extend this lead out to 4. 7 minutes left.
Smith going to have to come off the bench soon.
Miller to Wilson, gets it to Tobias. He tries to dribble inside, and they'll call him for double dribbling.
Turnover number 25, 12 in the second half on Western.
6:47 to play in the fourth.
Coach Stout wanted a foul on that. He's not happy.
No. Fessler. The ball knocked loose. Gets it back, and Liberty wants a 30-second timeout. 6:39 left, 32-28. Liberty on top, back after this.
When you're ready to make your dream kitchen and bathroom a reality, find inspiration at Pike County Lumber in Pittsfield. It starts with a 3D design so you can see every angle and every custom detail. Traditional style or the newest trends. We'll create a design to fit your lifestyle. Your custom kitchen and bathroom will have the features that you need. A large versatile island for work or entertaining. Quartz countertops. Quality onyx that offers dozens of colors. From start to finish, trust the knowledge and experience at Pike County Lumber.
6:39 to play. 32-28, Liberty on top. They called the timeout. They've got 2 remaining.
Smith back in the game.
Western has 3 timeouts left on their side.
He's got to keep himself on the court now, Charlie.
And he's got 4 fouls.
Yep.
So he and Wilson both on the floor with 4 fouls.
Moss has 4, but he's on the bench on the other side.
Fessler with it out front for Liberty. And he travels.
Yep. 25 turnovers apiece. They've been staying equal on those all night.
6:24 left. A chance for Western to cut into this 4-point lead. As Payson Tobias will bring it toward the front court.
Got to find Mason Smith with the ball here.
Smith has the ball out top. They already used the dribble. Works it on the right side to Ross. Ross on the dribble toward the free throw line. Out top, Tobias. Tobias on the dribble drive, and a hand check called here.
Klauser will pick up the foul, his third team foul. Here comes Will Moss back into the game.
So Moss is back in with 4 fouls with 6:08 left.
Alexander's giving his team some good minutes.
Yep, both these teams working hard to get that first victory of the season here.
Tell you what, they're playing hard on defense. They're causing part of this. Ooh.
Here's Smith for a 3. It's good. He knocked it down from the corner and cuts it to 1. 32-31. 6 minutes left.
19 for him on the night, Charlie.
Klauser in the backcourt to Fessler.
Boy, you know, Western's had a lot of those sophomores that were talented like that over time.
Here is a near turnover. Now it is a turnover. Wilson with it into the front court. Finds Tobias left side. Fakes, now drives. Kicks it back out. Ross for a 3 in the lead, and it's good.
Ross has 7.
Makes it 34-32. Wildcats with 5:30 to play. Gim with the basketball. Gets it across to Fessler. Fessler dribble drive to Hayner. Pretty fine, and we're tied at 34.
Hayner got his first bucket of the night.
Set up nicely by his teammate in Fessler. 34 all with 5:15 to play.
5th tie of the ball game. 2-4, 21, 28, 34.
Smith with the basketball. Picks up the dribble. Fires away from 3. No good. Hayner goes and gets another board. To Klauser. Klauser will work it into the front court to Moss, and they'll say he stepped out of bounds. And now Western wants to call a timeout. 4:56 left. Game is tied at 34 points apiece. Back after this.
Black Friday deals have arrived at your locally owned Sleep Tight. Hurry in and take advantage of our huge savings right now. Save up to $500 on Tempur-Pedic adjustable sets, or up to $800 on handcrafted Stearns & Foster adjustable sets, or $600 off Stearns & Foster mattresses, and start sleeping and feeling better. You will not find a better mattress at a better price than at Sleep Tight's Black Friday sales event going on now.
Better bed, less money. Sleep Tight.
Sleep tight.
Hey, West Central Illinois, are you looking for a great deal on a vehicle? Well, at Westtown Ford, we have a lot full of vehicles. Cars, trucks, vans, SUVs. We've got them all, and a lot of them at Westtown Ford in Jacksonville.
4 minutes, 56 seconds left in the contest. This game is tied at 34. Both teams with 2 timeouts remaining after Western whistles one here.
34 points apiece, 25 turnovers apiece, and probably close to about 20 fouls apiece.
2 timeouts left apiece, too. And a partridge in a pear tree. Here is Tobias on the dribble into the front court for Western. And he's fouled by either Gim or Klauser.
Gim's going to pick up the foul, his first, team fourth. Those dang Griggsville Perry kids are so tall when they come in here, they get in the way of the camera. You notice that?
4:45 left. And here's an offensive foul. Excuse me, not going to be an offensive foul. It's going to be Klauser.
Klauser's fourth, team fifth. Now 2 guys on Liberty with 4 fouls apiece.
They match Western. 2 guys with 4 fouls on the Western side. 4:40 left. Blaine Miller on the right side. In the corner to Smith. Smith for a 3, trying to shoot him back into the lead, won't fall. Gim goes up and gets another board, and then on the other side, they're going to call a push on Hayner as he and Smith kind of got tangled up coming down the floor.
Hayner's going to pick up his third, team foul number 6. And Smith did a nice job on that one, kind of helping to get that to happen. And, when referee's not looking the whole time, nothing dirty about what he did. He just kind of set the man up to run over him.
3rd foul on Hayner.
Yep.
Team foul number 6. They'll both be in the bonus after this. 4:28 to play. Top of the key with the basketball is Miller. To Tobias left side. Tobias drives the middle, kind of lost the dribble. Ball knocked loose, run down by Andrew Wilson. Wilson out to Ross.
Ross just hit a 3 moments ago.
Gets it to Tobias. He has picked up the bounce. Now to Miller. 4:05 to play. Finds Tobias on a nice little slip. He puts up the layup and in for 2.
He's got 10.
Makes it 36-34. Under 4 to play. Gim with the ball into the front court. Hayner works it, trying to get it to Moss. Knocked off of Miller out of bounds. Oh, they'll say it went off of Moss out of bounds.
Moss went flying.
3:51 left.
5th lead change of the night.
Western a 2-point lead and the basketball now. Tobias hands it off to Wilson. Wilson with the dribble drive in. He'll get to the rim, missed the layup as it's altered by Hayner. Rebound to Moss. To Fessler. Fessler brings it toward the front court. In the corner it goes to Gim. Gim scoring opening. He'll dribble out of that spot. Out to Fessler. Liberty down by 2 with just over 3:20 to play. Moss down low. Hayner. Hayner dribbles, shoots, scores with the left hand.
6 points for him, 2 buckets in the last minute.
Tied at 36 now on the Trucks scoreboard. These 2 teams won the victory here. Tobias, baseline move. Pushed out of bounds, they say, by Klauser, and he'll pick up his 5th.
Yep, that'll be big, too, because you're going to lose one of your ball handlers. Klauser a foul out of the game, first man to go out. 7th team foul, 1-1 now. Put Tobias at the free throw line, shooting the 1 in bonus. 0 for 4 is Western on the night from the charity stripe. Back into the game comes Max Keller. He will sit down Andrew Wilson, who put in some good minutes defensively. 36 all, 3:03 left. Tobias trying to break the tie, and misses that one, in and out.
Moss gets the rebound. Gim the other way. They just lose the ball out of bounds. And a turnover on Liberty.
Turnover number 29 on the Liberty Eagles.
Here comes Wilson right back in. He'll replace Keller. 2 minutes, 59 seconds remaining. Game knotted at 36 points apiece.
Pretty good crowd on hand. The alumni band ready to play for us tonight. Grab an instrument and show up in the band shell.
Miller out top. He'll work it over to Tobias. Tobias on the dribble. Out between the circles to Ross. Let's try to hand it off to Smith. Smith trying to get free here. Drives, now pulls it back out. Bounce pass in, and it's knocked away by Gim. And out of bounds. Stays with the Western on the baseline. 2:35 remaining.
When you say that Mason Smith trying to get open, it doesn't take much for him to get open because he can score.
Pass on the wing goes to Payson Tobias, the sophomore. He, Ross, and Smith are all just sophomores, young group. Ross has it on the right side. Dribbles toward the baseline. Back out top to Wilson.
Ross had it to the basket if he'd have went.
Wilson to Tobias, 2:17 left. Here's the ball kicked by Gim. Stops the clock, puts it out of bounds underneath the basket. For the Wildcats once again here.
Hayner having to play some extended minutes here, and he gets a little winded, so it'll be interesting to see if he can hang in there on this.
Inbounds pass comes out top to Wilson. He's picked up the dribble to Miller left side. He'll try to attack on the bounce. Works it back out to Wilson. 2 minutes left in this contest. Wilson a little up and under shot, no good. Rebound to Moss. For Liberty, here comes Fessler into the front court. Game is tied at 36 points apiece. Both teams in the bonus. Both teams 2 timeouts left. The next tie-up will go the way of Western.
I wouldn't have been surprised to see Liberty just hold it out there and Western not go after it, but now they are.
Now Western's got a pressure. Gim had it knocked away, loose. Alexander goes and runs it down, gets it to Gim. And a timeout by Greg Altmix. So that was too close. 1:34 left, 36 all. Back with you after this.
Wish you had extra cash for a vacation, a boat, a new car, projects around the house? Free up more cash for the things you want by taking advantage of low interest rates. Refinance your home with Great Rivers Bank and keep more of your money by lowering your monthly payment. Start the process online at greatriversbank.bank and work with one of our experienced loan officers to get the lowest rate possible. Great Rivers Bank, member FDIC, and an equal housing lender.
Untangling your headphones, finding the right remote, saying goodbye to your favorite shirt that hasn't fit in 10 years. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with Auto Owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. Auto Owners works with independent agents who live in your community and answer when you call, so you can worry about more important things, like finding a new favorite shirt. That's simple human sense.
Ask Caleb Vandevelli, Pat Vandevelli, or Chris Dorsey with B&P Insurance Agency in Pittsfield, Winchester, or Bluffs if Auto Owners make sense for you.
1:34 left. Game knotted at 36 points apiece on the Trucks LLC scoreboard. Ball out of bounds here for the Liberty Eagles as their coach Greg Altmix took the timeout. Fessler with the basketball for Liberty.
He's only got 1 timeout left. 2 for Western.
Fessler with it out front. Trying to get free of Tobias. Works it to Gim on the right side. Greg Altmix trying to shout out some instructions. Gim throws it to a spot, and Fessler kind of goes and runs it down. And Greg Altmix is directing a lot of traffic out there. Gim.
A lot more coaching at this stage of the game. He travels.
Sit up and they'll call for an offensive foul. Let's say extended the arm.
Gim will pick up his second, 8th team foul, turnover number 30 in a tie ball game with 1:04 left.
1 minute, 4 seconds, tied at 36. Tobias with the basketball for the Western Wildcats. They'll work it off on the right side to Smith. Smith has been the main man tonight. Under a minute to play in regulation here. Tobias on the dribble drive, gets underneath, reverse layup, no good. Rebound down to Moss. 45 seconds left. Moss pushing into the front court, doesn't have numbers, and is fouled by Wilson, who will foul out.
Wilson will foul out of the game. 8th team foul, 1-1 for Will Moss. 43.1 seconds left. Free throws on the night, 8 of 10 for Liberty, 0 for 5 for Western. Free throws make a difference in a game, Charlie?
Sometimes.
Going to make a difference tonight. Moss needs to make these for his team, because after he shoots them, they'll probably give up the possession with 43 seconds left. Will Moss has 4 points tonight. First time at the charity stripe, 36 all. First one is up and no good.
Rebound run down by Miller. Throws a pass that's tipped and nearly stolen away. They're going to get together and talk about this. They're going to ask if
they're going to give him the timeout.
Greg Altmix had the timeout. If Liberty had the possession, they're going to get together and make sure everybody's on the same page here. 37.2 seconds left. Liberty's man was on the ground near the sideline. Greg Altmix tried to get the quick timeout. See if they granted it or not. And both teams going
all
to
about
get
possession.
Yeah, going to get kind of an unofficial timeout here. They're going to give Liberty a timeout and the possession. So that'll be Liberty's final timeout of the game. Game is tied at 36, 37.2 seconds left. Back after this.
When choosing internet and Wi-Fi service to meet your family's education needs, it pays to do your homework. You'll learn that Cascom, with fast, reliable speeds up to 1 gig, powered by whole home adaptive Wi-Fi, is the right choice. School has changed, and so should your internet. Contact Cascom and upgrade to the internet speed and whole home Wi-Fi your family needs.
37.2 seconds left. Game is tied at 36 points apiece. Liberty now out of timeouts. The possession arrow would favor Western should there be a tie-up. Western has 2 timeouts remaining. Both teams are still in the bonus for a couple more times.
Our cameraman did point out that Mason Smith did check out of the game on the defensive end as he's got 4 fouls. Moss is playing with 4. Klauser already fouled out for Liberty. Smith, the offensive weapon for Western. It'll be Liberty ball in front of their bench, and Gim will be the trigger man.
They've had some turnovers just inbounding the ball tonight. They'll get it in the backcourt to Fesley.
He didn't establish.
He'll bring it across. Has it on the bounce on the right side to Moss on the wing. 29 seconds left. Throws a pass that's tipped. Moss gets it back. Tried to find Hayner. Ball loose. Goes out of bounds. Turnover Liberty. It'll be Western ball with 23.7 seconds left. Here comes Smith back into the game. He will replace Rucker, and Western with a chance to take a lead with 23.7 ticks remaining on the clock and a game tied at 36.
Hayner was open, but the throw was right at his shoe tops.
Tobias will bring it toward the front court for the Wildcats. And a timeout now taken by Curtis Stout. 19.9 seconds left. 36 for Liberty. 36 for Western. And a break for us.
Hey guys, it's James and Todd coming at you from Jersey's here. Hey, and it is a beautiful day outside.
Catch all the action at Jersey's in Camp Point. Fresh, made-to-order sandwiches, wraps, horseshoes. Check out our brisket bacon burger, our Nashville hot chicken. Fried chicken every Thursday night. Enjoy an afternoon on the patio or catch a game on one of our 7 TVs. Queen of Hearts drawing every Wednesday at 7 o'clock.
Todd, you got some beers for us?
Hey, you know what? It's time for that segment.
We love beer!
Ice-cold draft beer, unmatched craft selection, and signature drinks. Jersey's Bar and Grill in Camp Point, your hometown sports bar.
19.9 seconds left. Game is tied at 36 points apiece. Western will have the ball out of bounds on the sideline near their own bench. They have 1 timeout left. Liberty does not have any timeouts remaining. Both teams still have 1 more foul in the regular bonus before their opponent would get 2 shots. The man inbounding the ball will be Dylan Ross. He throws the ball in the backcourt. Run down by Payson Tobias back there. He will work it across on the dribble. 10 seconds left. Got to get free from the defender.
Close to 5.
5-second call as Tobias couldn't get free with 6.6 seconds left. It'll be Liberty ball now. No timeouts remaining for the Eagles. Here comes Rucker back in. Smith sits down. 6.6 seconds left, tied at 36.
Gibbs going to throw it in. He'd be the guy I'd want to get the ball to.
They'll get it to Fesley. Kessler's got it
No
in the backcourt.
timeouts.
4 seconds left. He'll work it to Gim. Gim with 2-1 3-point shot. Buzzer does not go through as he shot it from the volleyball line, and we head to overtime. Game is tied at 36 points apiece. Overtime next on Central Illinois Sports.
When I'm driving in my car with my family, I've got 2 kids and a wife, and 4 of us are driving a car, we literally get excited when we see a Dot truck. It's actually a sense of pride.
Why I would encourage anyone to work at Dot. We take care of each other.
The company continues to grow and expand.
That to me is what brings me to work every day and that I enjoy.
Diversity, culture, family, all of those things. If you want them, you should be at Dot.
Pike County Lumber is the place to start all your building projects. They offer a huge selection of framing and specialized lumber, beautiful interior and exterior doors, and multiple roofing options that can be delivered to your rooftop. Start your indoor projects at Pike County Lumber too. New or renovated bathrooms are one of their specialties. Updating your flooring, time for a new kitchen, any project from start to finish. You can trust the knowledge and experience at Pike County Lumber.
Well, we're ready for overtime here. Game is tied at 36 points apiece. Liberty has already lost Klauser in this contest due to the foul trouble, fouling out. They also have Moss out there with 4 fouls. For Western, they have Smith with 4 fouls on the floor. And the tip up to start overtime is controlled by the Western Wildcats. Tied at 36 points apiece on the Trucks LLC scoreboard. On the right side, Miller has a pass, goes out of bounds. A turnover here for Western to start overtime.
31 turnovers one way, Liberty's 27 the other way.
Alexander and Fessler. Now to Gim in the front court. Finds Hayner. Hayner had trouble with the catch. Goes out of bounds. Turnover here on Liberty. So 3:39 to play in the first overtime, and both teams have turned it over once. Into the front court comes Tobias to Miller. Miller out top to Tobias on the wing. Off of the Miller screen. Finds him on the roll. Miller goes up. Shot no good. Rebound down to Keller. His putback no good, but he's fouled by Hayner.
Hayner's going to pick up his 4th, 9th foul, 2-shot foul. 0 for 5 from the free throw line are the squad from Western. Keller with no points in the night will shoot his first 2 free throws, trying to break the tie. 3:21 left in OT. Keller's first free throw is up and good.
That breaks the tie.
Biggest point of the night. Second one also good. Western actually had the lead last.
38-36 Wildcats. Gim into the front court. Moss gives it off to Fessler. Liberty down by 2 with 3:10 to play here in overtime. Fessler gets a free of the defender. Now to Moss. Moss back out top. Fessler to Alexander. Right wing it goes to Gim. Looks in the paint. Now tries to drive there. Gets cut off on the baseline. Reach around pass to Moss. Moss has the man kind of take a flop on him. Turnaround shot no good. Rebound tipped around and pulled in by Ross. He'll push it into the front court to Smith, who kind of leaked back. Smith's layup is up and good. Western has a 4-point lead. 40-36, 2:40 to play here in overtime. Here's a near steal. No, Miller going to get called for a foul.
Blaine Miller will pick up his 3rd, 19 foul, 1-1 the other way. Liberty will be able to try to catch up a little bit with the clock stopped. 2:39 left, 40-36 Western on the Trucks LLC scoreboard. Gim to the free throw line. 3, 4 out of 7 on the evening for him. Has 14 points. Tanner Gim, the junior, free throw is up and good. Give him 15. 40-37 now. Nine of 12 for Liberty from the free throw line tonight. Second one up, also good.
2-point game. 40-38, 2:37 to play here in overtime. Tobias brings it across, gives it out top to Miller. Miller to Tobias, left wing now. Tobias tries the baseline move. Pass comes to Smith on the right side. He'll pull it back out front. Finds Miller knifing across the lane. And he shoots and scores.
His first 2 points of the night.
42-38, back to that 4-point Western lead. Gim with the ball to Fessler. Fessler going to try to push the issue. Nice find down to Hayner, who puts it up and in.
He's got 8.
42-40, 2 minutes left. Teams have stayed tight most of the night. Here's a ball knocked loose. Alexander going to get the steal. And then a travel going to be called as Alexander gets bumped around some there. And a turnover on Liberty here. We'll give it back to Western with 1:52 left in overtime.
Pretty aggressive out there, weren't they?
Pass thrown in the backcourt. Tobias will run it down back there. They'll work it across on the pass left side. Ross in the corner to Miller. Miller will put it on the floor now. Off to Smith. Smith to Miller, top of the key. Tries the dribble drive. Leaves it on the right wing to Ross. 1:35 to play in overtime. This 2-point lead and a foul now by Tanner Gim.
Gim's third, 10th team foul. Free throws for Dylan Ross, who has got 7 points on the night. The 3 and 2 twos. 42-40, 1:32 left. Curtis Stout pulling the troops over while the man's shooting free throws to kind of give him a little instruction, grabbing that extra free timeout. He's got 2 timeouts, 1 for Greg Altmix. Each one got a +1 in the overtime. First one up is no good. Dylan Ross will shoot another. 2 out of 7 for the night for Western. The only 2 they'd made were earlier. Now this one's no good. The rebound comes off to Hayner.
1:30 to play in overtime. 42-40, Wildcats up. Liberty with the basketball. Gim with it out near the half-court line. Finds Alexander to Fessler. Over to Alexander. Look for the corner. Nobody was filling that spot. Now uses a single dribble. Throws it way up top for Fessler. 1:10 to play. Alexander gets a touch. Patient with it. Looking for an opening. Wants to get it back to Fessler here. Fessler with a minute to play in overtime. This team down by 2.
Really missed Noah Clauser, who's fouled out of the game.
Now look at it to Gim at the free throw line against Miller, and they'll say he traveled. Wow. 53.8 seconds left, and a timeout whistle here for Western. 53.8 seconds left. 42-40 is the advantage for the Western Wildcats. They'll have the ball when we come back.
Timely application of crop nutrients based on soil test results and the individual yield goals is the focus of the agronomy team at Logan Agri-Service, Inc. Logan Ag delivers anhydrous ammonia, dry fertilizer, UAN, liquid starter, and our lineup of Logan Agri-Yield micronutrients direct from us to your field. Striving to get the right fertilizer products at the right place in the right field at the right time, that's Logan Agri-Service. For fertilizer and application services, call 1-800-LOGAN-AG or visit us online at loganag.com. Logan Agri-Service, serving agriculture since 1962.
53.8 seconds to play in overtime. 42-40 is the lead for Western. They have the ball length of the court to go. Trying to hang on for this victory. Ross to Tobias. Tobias throws a high pass into the front court. Miller, and they'll foul him. Will Fessler with 42.6 seconds to play. He'll shoot 2 shots.
Fessler picks up the foul, his third, double bonus. Miller goes to the free throw line. 2 points on the night. 2 for 8 are the Western Wildcats. First one up by Miller. High archer, in, out, and falls through. Hit about every place he can hit. 43-40, 42.6 seconds left. Now he'll, nothing but the bottom of the net this one usually. That's what happens. Second one up and good.
44-40 with 40 seconds left. Gim with the basketball. Gets it to Fessler. Fessler on a dribble drive. Throws up an off-balance shot, no good. Moss is there for a putback, and he's fouled, and he'll shoot 2 shots.
Moss gets the offensive board. And the foul is going to go on Keller. It'll be his 4th. 44-40. Liberty needs these free throws. 33.8 seconds left. Each will have a couple possessions. You can bet on that. First one by Moss is short. He's 0 for 2 from the free throw line tonight. 10 of 14 now for the Liberty Eagles. Second one up by Moss. Makes the adjustment. It's good.
3-point game. 44-41, 30 seconds to play in overtime. Tobias into the front court against Alexander, and they'll call him for a foul.
Alexander's first double bonus situation. Put Tobias to the free throw line. Payson tonight 0 for 3 from the charity stripe. 44-41, 27.3 seconds left. Double bonus both ways here in overtime. First one up by Payson. Tobias is no good. One more to go. Second one up is good.
2-possession game.
He's got 11.
25 seconds left. Fessler into the front court. He kind of lost the dribble. Alexander on the floor after it. Held ball. It will be the Liberty ball.
Wow.
21.1 seconds left. Here comes Rucker into the game. Smith will sit down for Western. Gim will inbound for Liberty. His team down by 4. Inbounds pass comes to Fessler from the volleyball line. 3 good. And a timeout by Greg Altmix. 45-44 is the score. Liberty's cut it to 1 with 16.3 seconds to play in overtime. Back after this.
Black Friday deals have arrived at your locally owned Sleep Tight. Hurry in and take advantage of our huge savings right now. Save up to $500 on Tempur-Pedic adjustable sets, or up to $800 on handcrafted Stearns & Foster adjustable sets, or $600 off Stearns & Foster mattresses, and start sleeping and feeling better. You will not find a better mattress at a better price than at Sleep Tight's Black Friday sales event going on now.
Better bed, less money. Sleep tight.
Sleep tight.
Hey, West Central Illinois, are you looking for a great deal on a vehicle? Well, at Westtown Ford, we have a lot full of vehicles. Cars, trucks, vans, SUVs. We've got them all, and a lot of them at Westtown Ford in Jacksonville.
16.3 seconds left here in overtime. 45-44 the score. Western on top. Liberty called the timeout. They are out of timeouts now. Length of the court to go for Western. Everybody will start out of bounds. He can run the baseline. He could pass it to one of his teammates out of bounds. The inbounds pass will come into Smith. Smith will dribble toward the front court and is fouled with 12.6 seconds left.
Well, he's definitely the kid you want at the free throw line. He can still make it a 3-point game if he makes them both.
Well, Moss called for the foul, his 5th.
Yep, Moss is going to foul out of the game. That's big.
So now I would assume Tanner Cooley will come in, and he will, the freshman.
(45-44), 12.6 seconds left. Plenty of time, but Smith to the free throw line to see what he can do here to advance that lead. First one is up, and good. He's got 22. Wasn't anything easy about it. First free throw of the night for him. Second one. Misses it.
2-point game, 10 seconds left. No timeouts here for Liberty. Fessler into the front court, has it stolen away to Ross. Gets it across to Mason Smith. Runs it down in the front court. He will be fouled with 0.2 of a second left. Western's going to get the win here.
Sure are. Mason Smith played about 8-9 minutes with 4 fouls. That's a difference maker, is it not?
Yep.
Smith will shoot 2 free throws, 46-44. First one is up, no good.
Not really enough time for Liberty to catch and shoot here, though.
He'd have to tip it somehow. Makes the second one when he was trying to miss it.
And they'll say no shot. It did go in, but it will not count. And the final of this contest is a 47-44 win for Western over Liberty in overtime. The Illini Community Hospital postgame show your way next.
Illini Community Hospital is committed to providing high-quality specialty care close to home. We are pleased to welcome Dr. William Severino, urologist, and Dr. Mark Mount, ear, nose, and throat physician, to the consulting physician clinic team at the Castile Center. Specialty care is also provided for orthopedics, cardiology, podiatry, obstetrics, oncology, and more. Learn more by visiting IlliniHospital.org or call 217-285-2113, extension 3950 to schedule an appointment.
Here at Mountain Dew, it's easy to tell who really loves the outdoors. For one thing, there's the rack on your car and the hitch on the back of your truck. There's your garage full of toys, from dirt bikes to wakeboards. And there's your cooler full of Mountain Dew, always at the ready. Because when it's time to get out there, climb into your deer stand or your fishing boat, a cooler of ice-cold Mountain Dew, that's as important a piece of outdoor gear as your spinning rod or your four-wheeler. Mountain Dew. Get out and do.
Helena Agra of Camp Point, Illinois is a proud sponsor of the broadcast of Camp Point Central football. For all your seed, fertilizer, and ag chemical needs, the experts at Helena Agra, Brian Obert, Dustin Roskamp, are the guys to call. Let them show you the best seed, fertilizer, and ag chemicals to make your farming operation a success. Call 217-593-7761. That's 217-593-7761 for Helena Agra. Helena Agra says, go Panthers!
For nearly 40 years, the Niebuhr Funeral Home has been serving our area with professionalism and compassion. This is our business, our hometown. You can be assured we take great personal pride in serving your family in your time of loss. We're locally owned. We're your friends and neighbors. We care about you and your family. Niebuhr Funeral Home, with locations in Pittsfield and Barry, serving our community with compassion and respect.
47-44, Western gets their first win of the season in overtime. They were 17-51, 33%, 6 of 9 from the arc, 31%, 6 of 14 from the free throw line, 42.8%. They turned the ball over 28 times on the night, led in scoring by 23 points by Mason Smith. Payson Tobias in double figures with 11. Blaine Miller with 4 big points in the fourth quarter in overtime. 2 for Max Keller and 7 points for, Dylan Ross. On the other side, 16 points for Tanner Ginn, 8 for Levi Hayner, 13 points for Gavin Fessler, 5 for Will Moss, and 2 for Noah Klauser. Liberty turned it over 35 times. They were 15 of 38. 42%, 3 of 9 from the arc, and 11 of 15 from the free throw line, and Western gets the win.
Time to name our player of the game, presented by Edward Jones Financial Advisor Derek Harris. Financial investments are important, but so are the investments of time, patience, and encouragement our young athletes receive from their coaches, teachers, parents, and mentors. Derek Harris, your Edward Jones Financial Advisor, understands this. That's why Derek Harris is a proud sponsor of the player of the game on Central Illinois Sports. And how about the night from the sophomore Mason Smith? He paces his team with 22 points and helps win this contest, the first win of the season for the Western Wildcats, as they beat Liberty 47-44. We've got more action for you as Payson, Seymour, and Pittsfield go head-to-head next from the Saukee Tourney on Central Illinois Sports.
Here at Ron Elby Auto Sales, we are a family-owned dealership, and we've been in this business for several decades. We are pleased to offer you the best quality used cars, trucks, minivans, SUVs, and now bad boy mowers. We offer almost all makes and models for any budget in the Macomb area and the surrounding area, too. To add peace of mind to your purchase, we offer extended warranties up to 100,000 miles or for 6 years on mowers. Let our experienced and knowledge staff help you find the best vehicle for your needs at Ron Elby Auto Sales. We promise you honesty, quality, and satisfaction. Stop by and see us at 1525 East Jackson in Macomb. Call 309-836-3523.
Pike County Glass has been serving the local communities with high-quality glass service at affordable pricing for many years. We're now located at 1351 West Washington Street in Pittsfield, next to Farm and Home Supply. We offer all glass services, including commercial installation, auto glass repair and replacement, and glass shower enclosure installation. Call Pike County Glass, 217-285-4275.
The caring and experienced professionals at Hamilton Funeral Homes are here to support you through this difficult time. We offer a range of personalized services to suit your family's wishes and requirements. You can count on us to help you plan a personal, lasting tribute to your loved one, and we'll carefully guide you through the many decisions that must be made during this challenging time. You're welcome to call us at any time of the day, any day of the week. Visit our funeral home in person or on the web at hamiltonfuneralhome.com. Call 217-593-6517. Pressure's on You would like to wish all the area teams the best of luck this year. If you're looking to get your team shirts or just looking for spirit wear for yourself, remember Pressure's on You. We have over 1,400 square foot of retail space in our shop. Stop by and see us and check out our offerings. Business lets us help you promote your brand. Decoration methods we offer include screen printing, embroidery, and laser engraving. Thank you to everyone in our community for the support over the last 16 years. Thank you for supporting local. Pressure's on You, 506 West Wood, Camp Point, Illinois.
We welcome you alongside once again on Central Illinois Sports from the Saukee Turkey Tourney. And the second game this evening as the Pittsfield Saukees take on the Payson Seymour Indians. Good evening to you. I'm Charlie Hull. John and Jack are alongside once again this evening. And this is the Great Rivers Bank pregame show on Central Illinois Sports. The Saukees 1-0, Payson Seymour 1-1 on the season. Should be a fun matchup here tonight. Glad you're alongside Great Rivers Bank with locations in Pittsfield, Liberty, Barry, and Hannibal. For all of your banking needs, stop by and see them in any of their locations or log on to greatriversbank.bank, member FDIC, and equal housing lender. The Indians of Payson Seymour, the Saukees of Pittsfield. We'll talk more about the matchup next on the Great Rivers Bank pregame show.
Wish you had extra cash for a vacation, a boat, a new car, projects around the house? Free up more cash for the things you want by taking advantage of low interest rates. Refinance your home with Great Rivers Bank and keep more of your money by lowering your monthly payment. Start the process online at greatriversbank.bank and work with one of our experienced loan officers to get the lowest rate possible. Great Rivers Bank, member FDIC, and an equal housing lender.
Untangling your headphones, finding the right remote, saying goodbye to your favorite shirt that hasn't fit in 10 years. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. Auto Owners works with independent agents who live in your community and answer when you call, so you can worry about more important things, like finding a new favorite shirt. That's simple human sense.
Ask Caleb Vandevelli, Pat Vandevelli, or Chris Dorsey with B&P Insurance Agency in Pittsfield, Winchester, or Bluffs if auto owners make sense for you.
Did you know that Prairie Land FS doesn't just sell seed? They treat it and box it right here at one of their local facilities, then deliver it to your farm or fields. Growers trust Prairie Land FS to deliver top-performing crop protection products that promise the best performance before, during, and after the growing season. Prairie Land FS, your leading supplier of choice.
When choosing internet and Wi-Fi service to meet your family's education needs, it pays to do your homework. You'll learn that Cascom, with fast, reliable speeds up to 1 gig, powered by whole home adaptive Wi-Fi, is the right choice. School has changed, and so should your internet. Contact Cascom and upgrade to the internet speed and whole home Wi-Fi your family needs.
Back on the Great Rivers Bank pregame show, the Saukees and the Indians of Payson Seymour here in the second contest. Payson fell in the opening game of the tournament on Monday to Porta, 54-33, and then came back last night to beat Liberty, 64-54, the final in that contest. Pittsfield on the other side won on Monday 56-30 over Liberty and had yesterday off. These two teams match up tonight. No games tomorrow. Friday will start at noon with Western and Pittsfield. Porta AC will play Liberty in a 1:30 scheduled start. At 3 o'clock, Payson Seymour and Western. And then at 4:30, Pittsfield will play against Porta AC Central. So almost halfway through. I guess we officially would be halfway through the 2022 Saukee Turkey Tourney. 5 games in, 5 games to go, and I think this one will be a good one. Pittsfield going to have to get some shots from the outside and take good care of the basketball in this contest. to open up that zone for Payson Seymour. If they do, and get Payson to play a man, Pittsfield, I think, has the advantage, especially on the height side for this Payson Seymour squad. They're going to want to shoot it like they did the other night from three-point land. They were pretty good against Liberty. And they'll need that kind of effort out of Deeker and Schwartz and company once again here this evening. It's the Great Rivers Bank pregame show on Central Illinois Sports. We pause for a break to hear from some of the sponsors helping to bring this game to you. Back with more after this.
Camp Point Central Sports are proud to have Dear Western Grain as a sponsor of this broadcast. Dear Western Grain, there for you for all your grain and feed needs. Why don't you give them a call and check out all the locations of Dear Western Grain? With locations in Golden, Paloma, Mount Sterling, Clayton, La Prairie, Liberty, Industry, Carthage, and Blandonsville. For more information, call Dear Western Grain Services 696-4461. That's 696-4461, or on the web at dearwesterngrain.com. Call Best Systems Builders for all your insulation needs. We are a full-service insulation contractor offering both open and closed cell spray foam, blown cellulose, and fiberglass installation. Best Systems has 2 BPI certified professionals ready to inspect your home or business today. You may qualify for incentives through the American Act on Energy program. Call Scott or Michael at 217-285-6005 for your free estimate, or visit us online at gobestsystems.com and start saving money on your energy bill today. Abney Home Improvement is a family-owned company with Christian values. We have a passion for helping our customers find the best products at a great price. We understand making a large purchase of windows and doors for your home is a big investment. Our mission is to be completely upfront with you. We have built our business on trust and reputation. We depend on our customers to refer us to friends and family for their home improvement needs. Call 573-221-0886. We finish what we start with quality for you. Abney Home Improvement's 100% satisfaction is what we build our business on.
If you're near retirement or thinking about retiring, you probably have questions. How do you make your savings last? How much should you take out and when? You're ready for retirement, but are your finances? Your Edward Jones financial advisor, Derek Harris, can help you build a strategy to help your finances keep up with your needs over the long haul. You've done what it takes to get there. Now it's time to make the most of retirement. Stop by the office at 1891 Main Street in Quincy, Illinois for a face-to-face appointment. Edward Jones, Making Sense of Investing, member SIPC.
Time to be thinking about tax planning. You can count on Illinois FBFM for accounting, consulting, and tax preparation for farmers and businesses in Pike, Brown, and Adams County. Phone 217-593-7233. That's 593-7233. Illinois FBFM can take care of your farm accounting needs. Get your accounts in order for this tax season. Contact Jesse Shootman, Emily Carlson, and Brad Wellman. Illinois FBFM and Camp Point, working for you.
Back on the Great Rivers Bank pregame show on Central Illinois Sports. The Saukees and the Payson Seymour Indians in this contest tonight. Payson Seymour and Pittsfield played twice last year, I believe. I think Payson won both of those games. Once here, once there. Did the Saukees get that victory there? You think so?
Yep.
All right. Well, your memory is probably better than mine on that. I've slept since then, but a lot of difference in both of those teams, and they both like to win this one tonight. Payson could move to 2-1 and assure themselves a spot on. Well, I guess they're going to play when they play on Friday, aren't they? Now they're going to play Western either way. I bet. Kind of screws things up in the old pool play crossovers when you only have 5 teams and you're playing a 14 round robin. Anyway, going to assure themselves at least a 500 tournament and a chance to be 3-1, as I would say they'd be favored over Western on Friday. And Pittsfield, of course, is their second game of the year. Still a lot of unknowns with this Saukee team as they beat Liberty, but of course Liberty, a very young squad.
Thing is now Pittsfield's got to play Western at noon on Friday and then turn around and play Porter in the evening. Western's defense will wear you down. But tonight they need to worry about Payson, because Payson will wear you down too, and the strength of Deeker could be a little bit of a problem for the Saukees. But interesting thing with him is he's been 22 foot away from the basket most of the tournament, been pretty good for there. Had 11 the first night, and I think 18 last night. Had 12 boards the first night, and I think 8 or 9 last night, so Brian Deeker's a handful. Pittsfield had 3 guys in double figures the other night. They really don't have one guy who's going to put up probably 20, 25 points in a contest. They'll need that kind of balanced approach most nights. Yeah, they've got to find the points, but they need a guy like Brennan Tomhave to get hot and knock down some shots for them.
It is the Great Rivers Bank pregame show. They invite you to stop into any of their branches in Liberty, Berry, Pittsfield, or now in Hannibal, Missouri, serving the entire region with high-quality banking services close to where you live. It's Great Rivers Bank. Stop in, say hello. Let them help you with your next auto, home, commercial, or agricultural loan. Talk to them about their CD rates right now as well at Great Rivers Bank. Member FDIC and equal housing lender. The band under the direction of Justin Bangert entertaining the crowd here tonight. Both teams coming to the benches. They'll have the national anthem. We'll step aside for a timeout here. When we come back, starting lineups, play-by-play, Payson, Seymour, and Pittsfield next on Central Illinois Sports.
Welcome to Douglas Automotive and Tire, your expert truck and car repair center in Pittsfield, Illinois. We provide full service from oil changes to new tires and everything in between. Contact us today to schedule service. We're located at 303 West Jefferson Street in Pittsfield, Illinois. Call 217-922-0064. That's 217-922-0064. Britton and the gang know cars, and if you need repairs, call Douglas Automotive today for all your repairs. Few things compare to Camp Point Central's fans' dedication to the Panthers. The same can be said about Channel and the farmers they serve. You see, unlike other seed companies, they don't have salesmen. With Channel, you get the advantage of a dedicated Channel seedsman, a trusted year-round advisor who can provide the right recommendations for your fields. It's their hands-on approach that truly sets them apart. Customized service, expert advice, elite seed management products. Find your Channel seedsman at channel.com or contact local district sales manager Matt Hughes at 217-242-8852.
Did you know that PCRE Real Estate and Auction now offers a full-service auction alternative? Farmland, residential real estate, commercial real estate, estates, guns, antiques, farm equipment, and commercial equipment are a few examples that the experienced auction team is ready to assist you with. Our team can make the auction experience less stressful and smooth. Check out our next auctions at our new auction location at 500 Piper Lane in Pittsfield, or call 217-430-2985 and speak with Jason Duke to learn more.
It's time to say Pepsi, please, at your local county market. Refreshment Services Pepsi and County Market, your best value for delicious drinks to get ready for every game. Stop by your local county market to pick up your favorite Pepsi products today. Stock up for your next family get-together. Refreshment Services Pepsi and County Market for the best price around on all your Pepsi products. You love them and they've got them at County Market. Stop by today and say, Pepsi, please, at your local county market.
Looking for quality vitamins, supplements, and pre-made healthy meals? Then you need to stop by Roots Market in Pittsfield. They also carry a variety of toxin-free body care products and offer Kangen water memberships. Remember to shop small and local this holiday season. They're located at 115 North Mississippi Street. That's Roots Market in Pittsfield.
Well, let's meet our starters in this contest. Starting lineups brought to you by Alana Express, here to serve you with Watkin Medical Care when you need it. They're open 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. every Monday through Saturday. Holiday hours tomorrow, 7 to 11 on the south side of the square in Pittsfield. For the Payson Seymour Indians, Tyler Dushinsky's squad is 1-1 on the season. They will start the following. At a guard, a 6-foot senior in Brian Deeker. At a second guard, the 6'2 junior Wyatt Nyson. At the third guard is the 5'9" sophomore Lane Barker. At a forward, a 6'1 sophomore Blake Schwartz. And at the other forward, the 6-foot senior Richie Martin. Martin, Schwartz, Nyson, Deeker, and Barker for Payson Seymour. For the Pittsfield Saukees, Brad Tomhave's squad 1-0 on the year. They'll start at a guard, a 5'8 senior Nolan Daniel. At a second guard, a 6-foot junior Brennan Tomhave. And at the third guard will be Adam Musgrave, the 6-foot senior. Connor Allen starts at a forward. He's a 6'2 junior. And Eli Mendenhall starts at the other forward. He is 6'2 and a junior as well. Mendenhall, Allen, Tomhave, Daniel, and Musgrave for the 1-0 Pittsfield Saukees. We tip it off next from Boschel on Central Illinois Sports.
Black Friday deals have arrived at your locally owned Sleep Tight. Hurry in and take advantage of our huge savings right now. Save up to $500 on Tempur-Pedic adjustable sets, or up to $800 on handcrafted Stearns & Foster adjustable sets, or $600 off Stearns & Foster mattresses, and start sleeping and feeling better. You will not find a better mattress at a better price than at Sleep Tight's Black Friday sales event going on now.
Better bed, less money, Sleep Tight.
Sleep tight.
Hey, West Central Illinois, are you looking for a great deal on a vehicle? Well, at Westtown Ford, we have a lot full of vehicles. Cars, trucks, vans, SUVs. We've got them all, and a lot of them at Westtown Ford in Jacksonville.
Well, we're just about ready to tip it off at Boschel Gymnasium. Glad you're with us on Central Illinois Sports this evening. Our tip-off tonight brought to you in part by the Pike County Express, your local family-owned newspaper, serving Pike County since 1991. Check it out each Wednesday on a newsstand near you. Pittsfield in the home white uniforms with the red numbers and black trim. Payson Seymour in the visiting blue unis with the white numbers here tonight. A little bit of a later start due to overtime in the first game. Western beat Liberty 47-44 in the overtime there. And we're ready to roll in this one at Boschel. Musgrave jumps for the Saukees. Nyson for Payson. And the tip is up and controlled by the Indians deep in the backcourt. Deeker brings it up against the man-to-man of Pittsfield. Drives right by Allen. Gets to the rim and scores fairly easily there for the first 2 points of the night. 7:47 to play in the first. Now here's Daniel in the backcourt. Pressured there. Gets it across the time stripe to Musgrave. A single bounce of it. Now Tom Have out to Daniel. Indians strike first in this one. Tom Have thought about the three. Now to Musgrave on the left wing. Works it back out front. Tom Have around the horn. It comes to Daniel. On the right side, Mendenhall skips it across to Tom Have. Good rotation on the defensive side by Payson Seymour on this trip down the court. Tom Have left side with Schwartz out pressuring him. It goes to Allen now. Ball fake and a pass back out to Daniel. On the right side, Mendenhall. Mendenhall patient to Daniel. Over to Tom Have. 7:05 to play in the first. A 2-0 Payson Seymour advantage on the Trex LLC scoreboard. Daniel with it. Had it poked away. Gets it to Tom Have. Now Musgrave. Looking down low. Not open here. Out top Daniel. Patient offensively, looking for as good a shot as they can get. Tom Have gets it back out front to Musgrave. Back to Tom Have as they pass it around the perimeter. Really clamping down on those windows is Payson Seymour. Now they get a turnover as Daniel has it swiped away. Deeker on the run out end of the front court. Puts up a shot blocked by Daniel. And he gets the rebound. And he is knocked from his feet. Nolan Daniel. He is okay. He gets up, and it'll be the first foul of the evening on the Seymour High Indians.
I'm going to call that on Schwartz, his first, team first. I was looking down, thought it was Nyson. I would have been wrong.
I was looking up and thought it was Nyson. Musgrave with the ball in the backcourt to Nolan Daniel. Mendenhall yet to take it across. Now Musgrave, he will bring it across the center circle. 2-0 Seymour High. 6:18 to play in the opening quarter. Mendenhall to Tom Have right side. Back to Mendenhall. Top of the key. Musgrave. Over it goes to Daniel. Tom Have gets a touch out top. To Nolan Daniel left wing. On the short corner to Mendenhall. There's a pass that was tipped. Run down by Tom Have. He'll drive in. Little floater up, no good. Mendenhall's there for the rebound. Puts back, won't fall. Foul, then he will shoot two.
Mendenhall will go to the line on the offensive board. Foul's going to go against Schwartz. That'll be his second very quickly. Mendenhall to the free throw line in a 2-0 ball game. The layup by Deeker to start the game. 5:54 left first quarter on the Trucks LLC scoreboard. Mendenhall's first is good.
Bowlers Universe, they're open Monday through Thursday, 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. Fridays until midnight. Saturdays 4 to midnight. Check out the great menu and the great lineup of craft beers at Bowlers Universe in Pittsfield.
Second one no good. Ball tipped around, taken off by Martin.
He'll push it into the front court now when Martin lost his footing. Run down by Nyson over to Deeker for a three. Good. Brian Deeker's got all five for the Indians, so they lead 5-1 on the Truck scoreboard. 5:40 to play in the first.
If you haven't been watching Payson, you don't leave that man open like that.
Mendenhall near the sideline to Daniel. Across the half-court line, it goes to Musgrave. Out front, Nolan Daniel. Pittsfield looking for their first field goal of the game. 5:25 to play in the first period. Musgrave. Mendenhall, Daniel, right side, Tom Have for a three. It's way off the mark. Rebound tipped up by Mendenhall, run down by Daniel. The Saukees will get a second opportunity. Tom Have right wing. Tries the dribble drive, works into Mendenhall, into a double team there. Try to pass it along the baseline, and it's stolen away by Schwartz. Turnover number 2 by Pittsfield. The end of the front court, Deeker fakes the three. Out top, Schwartz, top of the key for the tray, and an out, no good. Mendenhall, his third rebound now. He's got 2 offensive boards and a defensive. 4:53 to play in the first.
You gave him that tip, huh?
Oh, what else you'd call it? Tomave over to Musgrave. Musgrave fires it from downtown. It rattles in and out, no good. Deeker skies high for the board for the Indians. Off to Nyson, who will bring it up. Indians shooting to add on to this 4-point lead. Schwartz to Deeker. Nyson now deep in the corner right side. Back to Deeker. He's got all 5 for the Indians. Drives in and is fouled on the floor by one of the Saukees.
Mendenhall stopped him, but somebody fouled him on the way, I do believe. Nope, they're going to call it on Mendenhall. I thought Mendenhall was the man that was squared up with him. Anstead in, Mendenhall down, Petty in, Daniel down.
On the other side into the contest for Payson, how about? It's Brody Deeker also into the contest for the first time. Is Braden Simmons. Here's a 3 by Deeker. Good look left wing, misses it this time. And the rebound down to Tom Hay. 4:15 to play in the first. Pittsfield nearly half of the first quarter without a field goal. They have 1 free throw by Eli Mendenhall. That's it. Petty, left side, Tom Hay. Gets it to Anstead. Now to Petty. Kind of dare him to shoot it. Jabin's one of those streaky guys. He could put him up in a hurry. He's got it top of the key. Goes to Musgrave on the right side. Musgrave reverses the dribble, still bouncing it against Barker, the sophomore, working hard defensively. Petty out top for a 3, in and out. Rebound down to Anstead. He'll put it back up, no good. Rebound underneath to Nyson now, who throws the outlet pass to Brody Deeker to Nyson, who drives coast to coast. Shot blocked by Anstead. Out of bounds. It will be Payson Seymour basketball. 3:33 to play in the first.
Deeker 2 boards, 5 points already in the early going. 3:33 left first quarter.
And Deeker out the dribble a couple times, just blown by his defender.
Watch him play football, he's quick.
He's got it right side, fires a 3 off the mark, and they'll say Simmons is over the back.
Braden Simmons picks up the foul, his first, team's third. Schwartz on the bench with 2 fouls.
3:24 to play in the first. 5-1 the advantage for Payson Seymour. Daniel is in. He will replace Adam Musgrave here.
He lost his teammate. Couldn't find him. Musgrave's over there hiding on the other side. He said, I don't want to come out.
Tom Have gets the inbounds. He and Petty play the guards in the backcourt now. Pair of juniors. Across the half-court line, it goes to Allen. Daniel left side. Drives inside. Dishes back out top. Petty. Straight on 3 ball. Good. Good in and out game that time. Good find by Daniel, and a 3-pointer for Javen Petty makes it 5-4. 3:03 to play in the first. On the Trucks LLC scoreboard, Brody Deeker with it to Barker. Barker directing some traffic out there. He'll hand it off to Nyson. Nyson trying to turn the corner to Simmons left side. Simmons on the dribble drive. He gets to the rim and scores. Braden Simmons with his first 2.
Nobody stopped him.
Makes it 7-4. 2:42 to play in the opening quarter. Daniel with it in the backcourt to Tom Have. Works it across Anstead to Allen down low. Back out top, Tom Have. He'll kick to Petty. Petty will start the bounce. Right side, Anstead. He can dribble. Needs to. Instead, gets it to Petty. Over to Tom Have on the left wing. In the corner it goes Allen. Allen to Petty. Top of the key, Daniel. Looking down low. Anstead trying to go to work. Creates a little space and scores with the right hand.
Nice look, nice find. 7-6 Payson.
1-point game, 2:05 to play in the opening quarter. Nyson with it on the wing right side. He's wide open from about 15. Shot no good. Petty gets the rebound for the Saukees. They'll shoot for their first lead of the contest here. Under 2 minutes to play in the first. Daniel in the corner to Anstead. Right back out Tom Have. Top of the key, Petty. Looks to Tom Have. Left wing. 3 ball, no good. Rebound, Deeker gets another board. He'll push it into the front court on the pass to Nyson. Nyson says, let's slow it down a hair. Toward the right wing as they get the floor shaped up. Nyson still on the dribble, not pressured by anybody. He's got Anstead on him. Now they'll set the play in motion. Looking for the corner in Deeker. Deeker for a 3 off of the screen. High bounce, shot no good. Tom Have with the rebound, his second. 1:13 to play in the first. Petty works it to Tommy, right back to Petty. On the pass, it comes to Daniel. Allen, down low, Anstead, up and in for 2. And Pittsfield has their first lead of the night, 8-7 on the Truck scoreboard, under a minute to play in the first. Brody Deeker now blows by his man. Little floater up, no good. Rebound tipped around. Nolan Daniel gets it. Has a man advantage if he'll push. Has it on the dribble. Right side, Tom Hay fakes the three. Inside the arcs. Lets it fly and hits the shot. Tom Hay with his first two and a timeout for Payson Seymour. 42.7 seconds to play in the first. 10-7. Pittsfield on top. Back with you after this.
Since 1921, Farmers State Bank of Camp Point has been a vital part of our community's history. We are proud of our growth, our community leadership, and our success, which is only possible because of all those who shared this journey with us. We are grateful to the generations of loyal customers, families, businesses, employees, officers, and directors who have shaped not only our story, but our entire communities. Thank you. We look forward to serving you and your future generations for the next 100 years. Farmers State Bank and Camp Point. Together, we are a strong, united community.
42.7 seconds to play in the first. Pittsfield on top 10-7, prompting Tyler Dushinsky to call a timeout for the Payson Seymour Indians. Their first of the night. And with 40 seconds to play in the first, they'll bring it into the front court, trying to cut it closer. We're tied up at the three. Ball knocked loose, run down by Simmons in the corner. Simmons threw a dangerous pass. Deeker hunted it down. Works it to Schwartz, who's back in, even though he's got two fouls. Out top, Deeker. Right side, Simmons for a three. It's an air ball. Rebound, Martin saves it in. Good hustle. Out to Deeker. Left side, it goes Schwartz. Back to Deeker with 15 seconds to play in the first. Right side, Simmons, another look from three. It's another air ball. And this time, Javen Petty is holding on to Martin, or Martin would have gone and saved that one in.
Petty's going to pick up the foul. That'll be his first. Team second. He threw up two air balls.
Inbounds pass, Deeker. Nyson out front for the three and the tie. Tried to bank it, no good. Mendenhall the rebound to Daniel. 2-1. Half-court shot buzzer, short. And we've played one quarter. After a quarter, it's Pittsfield 10, Payson Seymour 7. Second quarter action your way next on Central Illinois Sports.
The Farmers National Bank of Griggsville, with locations in Griggsville, Mount Sterling, and Pittsfield. Maybe you ask, why choose Farmers National Bank of Griggsville? The answer is simple. Local people, local decisions, and local commitment with local investments. We have many products and services to meet your needs. We invite you to find out more about us. Go to fmbgriggsville.com and explore all the services we offer. Visit any of our three friendly locations in Mount Sterling, Griggsville, and Pittsfield today. The Farmers National Bank of Griggsville, local people helping local people, member FDIC. Damon Plumbing, serving all of Pike County and the surrounding area with quality residential and commercial plumbing services. Damon Plumbing offers septic installation, drain cleaning, new water lines, remodel work for your home, or if you're planning a new build, make sure you include the Damon boys. To get it right the first time, no job too big. Have you seen Braden and Doug? Or too small? Sorry, Corby, couldn't resist. Call Braden at 217-491-5415 or Doug at 217-617-2318. Damon Plumbing, recommended by our family for your family. Pittsfield will have the ball up 10-7. They're 4 of 11, 38%, 1 of 6 from the arc, 1 of 2 from the free throw line. Payson 3 of 12, 25%, 1 of 7 from the arc.
Pittsfield has the basketball to start the second quarter of play. Musgrave out there out front with it. Goes to Daniel left side. He'll let it fly from downtown. It's short. And the rebound pulled in by Schwartz. He'll work it to Deeker. Deeker pushes into the front court. Wide open shot, top of the key, no good. And Daniel and Schwartz fight for the board, and they'll call a foul on Schwartz, and he'll pick up his third.
Wow. Schwartz quickly picks up his third foul. That's what happens when you take a chance like that. 4th team foul. He'll have to sit the rest of the half at least. Yeah. Kind of a tight call there, but.
Seemed like they were both just going for the ball.
Very costly call there.
Yep. 7:30 to play in the half. 10-7 Pittsfield after they trailed 5-1 early. Musgrave, Tom Habe, Mendenhall, Daniel, and Allen, the 5 for the Saukees. That's how they started the night. Musgrave has it out top to Tom Habe. On the right side, Nolan Daniel. Tom Habe, left wing, Musgrave. Trying to get the ball. They got to get it to the high post at some point. Left side, Musgrave. Good look, 3 ball is off the mark. Rebound down to Tom Habe. He'll put it up and in. Tom Habe with another basket makes it 12-7. 7 minutes to play in the half. On the Trucks LLC scoreboard. Nyson. Left side, Simmons trying to turn the corner. Right side, Barker. Barker will put it on the deck. The left-handed sophomore out to Deeker. Deeker's got 5 of his team's 7 right now.
Saukees have identified the score right now in Deeker, and they've been switching off on him.
Here's Simmons going to try another three. He's 0 for 3 from there. Rebound down, though. Comes down to Nyson. He gets it to Deeker. His shot no good, but he's fouled hard by Allen.
Deeker will go to the free throw line. Allen will pick up his first foul of the ball game. Third team foul. 12-7 Pittsfield over Payson. 6:37 left in the half. Brian Deeker with 5 points will have the 2-shot foul. Deeker, the senior, football player at Minden Unity Payson this year, All-Stater, good one. One of the leading scorers in the tournament, makes the first.
Congratulations to the Pikeland Lady Braves 7th grade team. They win their regional 46-19 over Porta.
Get used to it. The 8th graders will do that next week, I think. Second one by Deeker, trying to make it a 3-point game, and puts it up and good.
Made them both.
Got 7.
12-9, 6:37 to play in the half on the Truck scoreboard.
Just such a good athlete.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, he's been playing at the varsity level all 4 years. Where he came in during the COVID year, that game here.
Yep.
I wasn't here, but you guys weren't. Told me about it. Said he was pretty good. Here's Daniel left wing. He'll work it out top Tomhave. Over on the right side of things to Musgrave. Out top Tomhave to Daniel. Looks for the back door down to Musgrave. Skied high for it to Tomhave. Couldn't get free for 3 here. He'll pull it back out. Daniel on the wing. They're clamping down on the post, doing a nice job of taking away the high post man. Tomhave off of the screen, right side Musgrave. Tries the dribble drive. Ooh, might have had an opening. Instead pulls it back out. Now they find the middleman in Mendenhall. Shot no good. Ball knocked around, and Howell has the rebound for Payson Seymour. Connor Howell, the 6-foot sophomore. Nyson brings it across for the Indians. Down by 3 with 5:40 to play in the half. Look back door. Deeker shot up no good. Fouled. And he'll shoot 2.
Came from outside. Who did he call that on? Allen? Yeah,
Allen.
Allen's going to pick up his second, 4th team foul. Deeker will go to the free throw line. 5:40 left in the half. 12-9. Deeker 1 for 2 from the free throw line. Oh, no, he's not. He's 2 for 2. First one up is good. He's got 8.
Real Net and Twine, they're located just north of Pittsfield, across from the airport. Your local headquarters for concrete lawn ornaments, statues, fountains, benches, outdoor wall hangings, and much more. Great Christmas gifts for you can be found at Real Net and Twine, 285-5013.
And step back in for Allen. Deeker misses a second. Mendenhall with his 4th board.
2-point game, 12-10 Pittsfield, with 5:34 to play in the half. Not been what I would call the smoothest game I've ever seen. Here's the ball now. Mendenhall turns it over. Howell then throws it nearly away. Deeker ran it down. Howell puts up a fader. It's good, and this game's tied at 12. Tied at 12 points apiece with 5:15 left in the first half. Petty to Mendenhall. Works it to Tomhave. Across the half-court line, nearly stolen away by Richie Martin.
Got to come meet the pass.
Yeah, especially a long pass like that, you know that the defender's going to have some time to react. Game tied at 12, 5:05 to play in this half. Tomhave in the corner to Anstead. Bounce pass Petty. Looks in the corner back to Tomhave. Gets his feet under him, fires a 3. It's off the mark. He hadn't found it yet tonight from downtown. And the rebound to Martin.
Good
Nice
box outs by Payson on the defensive board.
Nyson Deeker for the 3 in the lead. It's off the mark. He's kind of gone cold, and Tomhave grabs the rebound, his 3rd. There's been rebounds to be had in this game. 4:40 to play in the half. Tied at 12. Tomhave, right side Petty. Long skip pass to Musgrave. He rises as it blocked by Nyson. Rebound pulled in by Deeker. Nyson just more physical that time. He'll walk it across. Again, the Indians try to retake the advantage. They've led by as many as 4 in this contest. Here's a dribble drive in by Deeker. Shot no good. Bumped and fouled, and he'll shoot 2.
Mendenhall will pick up the foul because he didn't go ahead and square and take the charge. No, he will not. It'll be Musgrave. Musgrave will pick up his first. Deeker back to the free throw line for the 5th and 6th times tonight, trying to break the tie. We've had 1 lead change, tied here at 12. 4:14 left in the half. Brian Deeker, the senior, first one up, is a roller across the front of the rim and good.
Here's Daniel back in for Pittsfield. Mendenhall sits down.
13-12, the lead for Payson. Deeker. 3 dribbles, puts it up, and it's good.
14-12 Indians, and Brad Tomei wants the timeout. 4:14 to play in the half, 14-12. Payson Seymour leads Pittsfield. Back after this.
When I'm driving in my car with my family, I've got 2 kids and a wife, and 4 of us are driving a car, we literally get excited when we see a Dot truck. It's actually a sense of pride.
Why I would encourage anyone to work at Dot. We take care of each other.
The company continues to grow and expand.
That to me is what brings me to work every day and that I enjoy.
Diversity, culture, family, all of those things. If you want them, you should be at Dot.
.14 to play in the half. It is a 14-12 Payson Seymour advantage. Pittsfield will have the ball coming out of the timeout here, and neither team necessarily shooting the lights out of the gym, Jack.
No, neither one very effective. 5 of 17 is Pittsfield, 4 of 16 is Payson. 1 of 10 from the arc for Payson, 1 of 9 for Pittsfield. A little chilly in the gym when it comes to shooting.
4:12 to play in the half. Petty brings it toward the front court against Barker. Finds Tom Abe, left side Anstead. There's Musgrave wide open there for a second. They instead throw it back out top. On the right side, Daniel. They'll try to trap him there. He's trying to get away from that mess. Out to Petty. Now Tom Abe. Petty out front. He's got a 3 on the night. Over to Tom Abe. Brennan puts it on the deck. Has it nearly stolen away. Musgrave runs it down. He's into a double team. Throws out of it to Tom Abe. Out between the circles, Daniel. Bad pass right side. Petty had to pick it up off the shoe tops. Over to Tom Abe. 3:30 to play in the half. Daniel, right side Petty. They run him off the three-point line. Drives in. Little floater up one-hander. No good. There's Anstead to clean it up. Puts it up and in. And ties the game at 14.
6 for Anstead.
3:19 to play in the half. On the Trucks LLC scoreboard. 217-922-0044 for Trucks.
Could see him get that knee healthy.
Barker now with a deep 3 and shoots the Indians right back on top. 17-14. Petty, Anstead. Tom Abe, he'll walk it across the half-court line. Over to Daniel. 2:50 to play in the second quarter. Daniel tries to create some space. Now Petty. Back out Nolan Daniel. The left-hander. Got some tape on the right hand, it looks like, right now. Tom Abe works it down low. Musgrave. Tom Abe around the horn. Gets all the way to Petty. He'll let it fly from downtown. Trying to answer, no good. Rebound tipped up. Deeker grabs it for Payson Seymour.
Give him 5 boards in the night, too.
2 minutes, 24 seconds left in the half. The end of the front court comes Deeker. Kind of takes a moment to gather himself. He's going to try to drive in against Daniel here. Daniel knocks it away. They'll say it goes off of Deeker and out of bounds, and a turnover by Payson Seymour, their first of the contest. Referee tying a shoe, a little stoppage in play. 2:11 to play in the second quarter. 17-14. Indians have the advantage over the Saukees. Payson Seymour 1-1 on the season. Pittsfield single win over Liberty so far. Anstead takes it across to Petty. Under 2 minutes to play in the half. Tom Abe. Daniel left wing. The pass fakes against Simmons. Now Tom Abe on the right side, Petty. Back out top, Tom Abe. To Daniel left side. He'll throw the long skip over to Petty, trying to get the defense moving around. Petty to Tom Abe, top of the key for a 3, good. Tied at 17.
7 for him.
17 all. 1:30 to play in the half. A lot of threes shot in this game, aren't there?
Yep, and a few of them even went in.
Barker to Martin on the left side. He tries to drive in, kicks it off to Simmons. So I'm going to try the dribble drive now. Out to Nyson. Nyson gets caught in the air, leaves it back out to Simmons. 1:10 to play in the half. Tied at 17 points apiece here at Voschel. Richie Martin going to try to back down on Daniel. Ball knocked loose for a moment. Nyson picks it up. He throws a pass out of bounds and a turnover on the Indians with 59.4 seconds to play in the half.
Payson got moving too fast.
Howell back in. Brody Deeker in. Simmons and Martin sit down.
I like Martin's aggressiveness in that last couple of times down the court.
55 seconds left in the half. Petty to Daniel. Works it into Musgrave. Turnaround from 6. Good.
His first 2.
19-17, Saukee's back on top.
Third lead change.
Nyson with it. Against Musgrave.
Close to 5.
Works it near the sideline to Deeker. He's been the main man. He's got 10 of his team's 17. Good athlete is Brian Deeker. 20 seconds to play in the half now. He's got Musgrave out on him on the pressure. Now they'll switch off, and Daniel's got him. That's a tough matchup. Daniel has his man drive right by him and in for an easy 2.
Nobody stopped him. He's got 12.
Tied at 19 with 10 seconds left. Petty with it in the backcourt to Daniel with 5. Daniel on the dribble drive. Bounce pass to Tomei. Better run it down. Fires a 3 at the buzzer. It's good. And Tomei beats the buzzer with the 3 to make it 22-19 Pittsfield at the half. We head to the Little Jess Motors halftime show. Saukee's a 3-point lead. Halftime stats and more your way after this.
Here at Little Jess, we value hard work, dedication, integrity, and leadership. We have a respect for heritage and tradition and believe in the pursuit of building legacies, breaking records, and putting forth award-winning results. That's why supporting schools and local teams is one of our favorite and most exciting parts of our business. For over 7 decades, we strive daily to use those same values as a foundation to meet our community's automotive needs and support our future generations. Little Jess Motors, serving our community since 1969.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the beautiful and historic city that is Pittsfield, Illinois, a community that feels like home.
Home to over 4,000 residents, a progressive and growing community serves as an amazing place to live, learn, work, and play. With civic, charitable, family, and recreational activities available, you'll never be bored here. Attend an event or festival. Play some disc golf on our new championship course. Spend the day fishing, or even catch a Civil War reenactment. As a community driven by success, Pittsfield provides numerous incentives to assist citizens and local businesses. Our goal in Pittsfield is to truly advance and prosper. Staying healthy is made easy here, with access to doctors, dentists, and other medical specialists throughout the community. People come to Pittsfield for a variety of reasons: stately historical homes, an abundance of natural resources, hunting, scenic areas along the Illinois and Mississippi rivers, festivals, recreational opportunities, and much more. People stay in Pittsfield simply because life here is great. Picture yourself in Pittsfield today.
Untangling your headphones, finding the right remote, saying goodbye to your favorite shirt that hasn't fit in 10 years. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. Auto Owners works with independent agents who live in your community and answer when you call, so you can worry about more important things, like finding a new favorite shirt. That's simple human sense.
Ask Caleb Vandevelli, Pat Vandevelli, or Chris Dorsey with B&P Insurance Agency in Pittsfield, Winchester, or Bluffs if Auto Owners make sense for you.
Welcome back to the Little Jess Motors halftime show. It's a 22-19 advantage for Pittsfield on top of Payson Seymour at the halftime break. Halftime stats are brought to you in part by Pike County Concrete. If you need concrete for your next job or project, give Pike County Concrete a call. They have locations in Pittsfield and Jacksonville. To best serve you, 217-285-5548 for Pike County Concrete.
It was 10-7 Pittsfield after one quarter. They held that 3-point lead at halftime on the three-pointer by Brennan Tomei at the buzzer and lead at 22-19 here at halftime. Payson's turned it over 2 times. Pittsfield 3. 2 fouls on Connor Allen. Single fouls on Eli Mendenhall, Javen Petty, and Adam Musgrave. 3 fouls on Blake Schwartz on the other side, and a single foul on Braden Simmons. 6 of 18 is Payson, 33%, 2 of 11 from the arc, 18%, 5 of 6 from the free throw line, 83%. Pittsfield 9 of 23, 39%, 3 of 11 from the arc, 27%, 1 of 2 from the free throw line, and they lead at 22-19 to the Saukees over the Seymour Indians. We'll take a break on the Little Jess Motors halftime show. More comes your way after these. When you think of fall, what comes to mind besides pumpkins, honey, and football? How about fertilizer? Studies show more than 1/3 of your crop's yield is determined by fertilizer alone. Studies also show as much as 40% potassium and 30% phosphate gets tied up in stalks and residue, as well as high clay content. Nutrient Ag Solutions recommends Titan, which is an innovative fertilizer catalyst designed for use with dry fertilizer blends. Titan will keep nutrients from being tied up and increase fertilizer availability in your crop. Titan is a low-cost option to improve crop fertility. Contact your Nutrient Crop Consultant today. Trucks LLC will be located this fall in the new building at 14 East Industrial Park Drive in Pittsfield. Call 217-922-0044. Diesel repair service offering 24-hour roadside repair, mobile service units, semi-truck and trailers, farm and ag equipment, DOT inspections, hydraulic hose repair, anything diesel, we can come to you along the road in the field or at your shop. It's Trucks. Call 217-922-0044. That's 217-922-0044. Time to be thinking about tax planning. You can count on Illinois FBFM for accounting, consulting, and tax preparation for farmers and businesses in Pike, Brown, and Adams County. Phone 217-593-7233. That's 593-7233. Illinois FBFM can take care of your farm accounting needs. Get your accounts in order for this tax season. Contact Jesse Shootman, Emily Matthews, and Brad Wellman. Illinois FBFM in Camp Point, working for you. Are you short on time or budget, but your family is hungry? It's time for the Maya Authentic Mexican Restaurant in Pittsfield. Try the Maya Special, a crowd favorite. Delicious grilled fajitas, steaks, nachos Mexicano, salads in a tortilla bowl, the tastiest salsa and cheese sauce around, and the fastest service anywhere. You can afford it. It's the Maya Mexican Restaurant on Washington Street. Call ahead with your order and you can pick it up in the drive-thru, 217-285-4526. The Maya Restaurant in Pittsfield.
22-19, Pittsfield with the lead at halftime, led in scoring by Brennan Tomhave with 10 points in the first half. 2 points from Adam Musgrave, 6 from Caden Enstead off the bench, a 3 from Javen Petty, and Mendenhall added a point in the first half. On the other side, 2 points for Connor Howell, 2 points for Braden Simmons, 12 points from Brian Deeker, 7 in the second quarter, and a 3 by Lane Barker for their total of 19. 22-19, the halftime lead for Pittsfield over Payson. Little Jess Motors, our halftime sponsor. When you need transportation, Little Jess is not a guess. It's the best place to be. More comes your way after these.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. You've heard that phrase many times. And Rod Prentice in Pittsfield, your State Farm agent, is the guy you can count on to be your friend and neighbor in the insurance business. He has a complete line of insurance available for you from State Farm Insurance. You can reach him at 217-285-6930. Our family trusts Rod Prentice with all of our insurance needs. Stop by their office on Washington Street and see the girls in Rod Prentice, your State Farm agent, 217-285-6930.
PCRE Real Estate and Auction is your #1 resource for buying or selling real estate in West Central Illinois. With 2 office locations, one in Pike County and the other in Calhoun County, PCRE Real Estate and Auction is the place to go when you're looking to buy or sell farmland, recreational and hunting land, residential or commercial property. See our current listings at PCRERealestate.com or call us at 217-285-5800 for PCRE Real Estate and Auction. If your job situation is changing because of layoffs or restructuring, you may have to make several decisions. One important decision may be what to do with your retirement plan. Make sure your retirement stays on track. Derek Harris, your Edward Jones financial advisor, can help. Stop by the office at 1891 Main Street in Quincy, Illinois. Edward Jones, making sense of investing. Member SIPC.
Illini Community Hospital is committed to providing high-quality specialty care close to home. We are pleased to welcome Dr. William Severino, urologist, and Dr. Mark Mount, ear, nose, and throat physician, to the consulting physician clinic team at the Castile Center. Specialty care is also provided for orthopedics, cardiology, podiatry, obstetrics, oncology, and more. Learn more by visiting IlliniHospital.org or call 217-285-2113, extension 3950 to schedule an appointment.
Here at Mountain Dew, it's easy to tell who really loves the outdoors. For one thing, there's the rack on your car and the hitch on the back of your truck. There's your garage full of toys, from dirt bikes to wakeboards. And there's your cooler full of Mountain Dew, always at the ready. Because when it's time to get out there, climb into your deer stand or your fishing boat, a cooler of ice-cold Mountain Dew, that's as important a piece of outdoor gear as your spinning rod or your four-wheeler. Mountain Dew. Get out and do.
Welcome back on the Little Jess Motors halftime show. 22-19, the Pittsfield lead over Payson Seymour here at the halftime break. Indians will have the ball to start the second half. They just emerged from the locker room a moment ago. They're not going to get any shots up before they start the second half. But Jack, it was kind of an ugly first half.
Well, not many turnovers. 3 on Pittsfield, 2 on Payson Seymour. Rebounding edge went the way of Pittsfield by just a little bit. Brian Deeker had 5 for the Payson Seymour Indians, 4 apiece for Mendenhall and also for Tom Hay. So just a lot of threes flying. It makes the ball bounce out farther. Rebounds become a little strange. Both teams taking care of the basketball, playing pretty good defense and identifying. One of the big things is Brian Deeker with 12 points, and 4 of those came as he just blasted by the defender. And you've got to step in front of him and possibly take a charge. He has no fouls. Swartz playing with 3 fouls, 2 fouls on Connor Allen on the other side. So other than Swartz, nobody really in much foul trouble. But taking Swartz out of the game, he's a 3-point specialist, and that had to hurt Payson a little bit.
Yeah, he hadn't played probably 2 minutes of total game time in this first half. Pittsfield starts the second half the way they started the game with Tom Abe, Allen, Mendenhall, Musgrave, and Daniel. Payson Seymour will have the ball with Deeker, Nyson, Martin, Schwartz, and Barker. Ready to roll here in the second half. Let some fans get settled in or settled out. And we're underway. Nyson will walk it up against Allen toward the right wing. Still on the dribble. Now picks it up in the corner to Deeker. Deeker, a good look for the 3, and he hits it. We're tied at 22. Did just what they wanted to. Deeker with another tray, and it's 22 all. Deeker with 15.
Certainly don't want Nolan Daniel on Deeker. He can shoot right over it.
Daniel takes it across the half-court line, gets it to Musgrave. Back out front, Daniel over to Tom Abe, who beat the buzzer to end the first half. Kind of a helter-skelter type of play. Musgrave to Daniel. Kicks to Tom Abe. Just underway in the third period. Game knotted at 22 points apiece on the Trucks LLC scoreboard. Musgrave right side. For the opening in the middle. Payson Seymour's done a pretty good job of taking away Mendenhall at the high post for the most part. Musgrave, Daniel right side, lets it fly for a 3. It hit the bracing above the backboard on the miss after it hit the rim, and it will be Indians' ball, length of the court to go.
Had 3 lead changes. We're shooting for our 4th right now.
Wyatt Nyson will walk it toward the front court. Looks to Tyler Dushinsky for the play call. Left side, Schwartz for the 3 and the lead. Short. Nolan Daniel gets the rebound for Pittsfield. He'll push it toward the front court. Pass left side, Tom Hay for a 3 in transition. Good again. Tom Hay with the tray, 25-22 with 6:35 to play in the third. Deeker, check that nice, and now to Deeker for the answer, no good. Mendenhall the rebound for Pittsfield. To Daniel, looking for an opening. Ooh, he had it on the right side, or in the left side, I should say, and Tom Hay, we didn't get it to him quickly enough. Daniel out top to Musgrave. Over to Daniel. On the left wing, Tom Hay, 6:09 to play in the third. Daniel, Musgrave, right wing. Back to Daniel, dribble drive, he'll kick to the wing, and Tom Hay fires again from downtown, this time too hard. Musgrave gets the rebound, tries to dribble inside, there was a man laying down, that was Deeker. Shot fake by Allen underneath, shot is up, good. Here eliminating one opportunity here.
Allen fought through, got it to fall as it bounced around the rim, count the bucket, and the foul is on Nyson, I do believe. Yep, his first, team first the second half. 27-22, biggest lead for Pittsfield's right now. Free throw up by Allen is good. He's got 3.
28-22, largest lead of the contest right now for Pittsfield, the 6-point lead with 5:50 to play in the third period.
We're tied at 22, 6-0 run.
Here's a holding foul now on Nolan Daniel as he was trying to prevent Deeker from getting the ball in the post.
Daniel's team first in the second half. Is Daniel a good matchup with Deeker?
I don't think so.
I don't either.
Inbounds pass will come here underneath the basket for the Indians. They'll lob it up, and Deeker just goes over the top of Daniel. Kind of mossed him that time. Right side, Nyson. Nyson, a quick step. Deeker down low, hammered. He'll shoot two. Nope, they'll stay out of bounds.
That going to go against Allen? It is. That'll be his third. Team second.
Here comes Caden Anstead back into the game. Allen will sit down with that third foul.
I've liked Anstead's play.
5:37 to play, third period. 28-22 Pittsfield on top of Payson Seymour. Indians have the ball underneath. Martin with it out top. Looking for Deeker down low. Wants to go to work. Nope, back out to Nyson. Nyson to Deeker on the wing now. Drives past Anstead. Finds Martin. Martin puts up a shot, no good. Rebound fought for, and they'll call a hold against the Saukees here.
Tom Have, I think. Tom Have will pick up the foul, his first, team third. Put a body on people. Instead, they were grabbing.
Pass to Deeker on the inbounds play. He'll drive the baseline. Gets tied up by Mendenhall. No call. They just play on. Tom Have into the front court to Musgrave. He just goes right at the rim. Missed the shot. Anstead gets the rebound. Puts it back up and in.
Anstead's been strong inside. He's got 8.
Makes it 30-22. The lead is 8 for Pittsfield with 5:02 to play in the third. A lot of points off of offensive rebounds for the Saukees tonight. Lob up down low to Deeker. Help side man a little late to come there. Deeker shoots the shot, no good. Anstead went flying in for the rebound, and they'll say it's Pittsfield ball.
Went off of Pittsfield that time.
I thought Anstead was the last man to touch it. But the referee who was right there said no.
Yep, he's a lot closer than me.
I guess it could have gone up the guy's head that Anstead kind of was reaching over the top of. I don't know. Here's Musgrave with it into the front court to Daniel. 4:39 to play in the third, an 8-point lead in the basketball for the Saukees.
Now you want a real good shot.
Musgrave, Daniel, Tom Have left wing.
Want to wear those legs down on defense.
Musgrave has it back to Daniel out top. Straight on three, good. Nolan Daniel for a tray. And the lead is 11, 33-22 Saukees. After the game was tied at 22 at half. I know, was it 22-19 at half?
22-19 at half.
Well, we were tied at 22, and it's 11-0 run. Deeker out to Barker. Barker finds Nyson. Got to be ready for your help man here. And a timeout by Payson Seymour. We'll pause as well. 4:04 to play in the third. 33-22. Saukees on top. Back after this.
When choosing internet and Wi-Fi service to meet your family's education needs, it pays to do your homework. You'll learn that Cascom, with fast, reliable speeds up to 1 gig, powered by whole home adaptive Wi-Fi, is the right choice. School has changed, and so should your internet. Contact Cascom and upgrade to the internet speed and whole home Wi-Fi your family needs.
Hey, West Central Illinois, are you looking for a great deal on a vehicle? Well, at Westtown Ford, we have a lot full of vehicles. Cars, trucks, vans, SUVs. We've got them all, and a lot of them at Westtown Ford in Jacksonville.
4:04 to play in the third. It is a 33-22 Pittsfield advantage on the Trucks LLC scoreboard. Payson Seymour called the timeout. They'll have the basketball coming out of the break.
Brian Deeker with 3 points in the second half, and that's it for Payson.
In the first nearly 4 minutes.
Yep. He's sitting down.
As we saw Brody Deeker come in. Nyson inbounds the ball to Barker. Over to Schwartz. Schwartz will try the drive in, kicks it back out to Barker. Barker trying to get open, now top of the key to Nyson. Nyson with the ball, 3:53 to play in the third. To Schwartz right side.
15 of your 22 points are sitting on the bench.
Schwartz dribbles toward the wing, hands it off to Deeker. That's Brady Deeker. Brody, is it Brody or Brady? Brody, excuse me. On the right side, Deeker has it. Looks down low to Nyson, and he's bodied by Mendenhall.
A little slow getting there. Second foul on Mendenhall, 4th team foul.
Still, I think if he meets him with his chest, it's not called a foul. He has put his hands on him.
Usually at Boschel, that's not a foul anyway.
Schwartz, out top Martin. On the right side, Barker trying to get him free. He's got a three-pointer on the night. 3:25 to play in the third.
No body parts land on the floor.
And now an offensive foul going to be called here on an illegal screen.
Barker will pick it up, his first, team second. Turnover number 3 on Payson.
Tom Ave will be the man to inbound it. Gets it to Daniel, and he'll walk it up. To Tom Ave, across the half-court line, Anstead. Throws a high, dangerous pass to Tom Ave. Now to Daniel.
1,001, 1,007, 1,008 hung in the air.
Daniel with it. Looks for an opening. Ball tipped. Run down by Musgrave. On the baseline, Anstead lets it go from 15, and he hits. Anstead having a nice night.
Give him 10.
35-22. Pittsfield's lead 13. 2:50 to play in the third. Nyson on the drive against Daniel. Turns him away on the drive to Barker. Now they're going to try to post up Nyson, and Daniel's underneath. He'll be called for the foul.
His second, team fifth. I'll say this for Nolan Daniel, all 5, 6 of him. He's hanging right in there with people. Deeker back in the game.
Here comes Petty in. Mendenhall down the other side. I will give Nolan a lot of credit. He has gotten a lot stronger from last year to this year.
He's a tough little nut. He knows the game.
Inbounds pass to Deeker after that quick break. Let's see how fresh he looks here. Nyson on the baseline drive. Kicks to the wing. Schwartz wide open three. Good.
Got to hit that. His first 3 of the night.
Cuts it to 10. 35-25. 2:29 to play in the third. Tom Ave in the backcourt along with Petty. Works it across to Anstead. Quickly in the middle, Musgrave. Attacks down low. Off balance shot. Gets it to go. An athletic play by Musgrave.
He's got 4.
Lead is a dozen, Cousin. 2:15 to play in this third period. Nyson with it out top. Gives it over to Deeker. This is Brody Deeker for a 3, no good. Anstead gets it, and he's popped in the chops by Nyson.
Nyson will pick up the foul, his second, I do believe. Third team foul. Anstead wipes it off. He's having a night from the bench onto the floor.
I want to let you know that just like the Powerball, we're pushing back the drawing for the Saukee Nation Queen of Hearts to 9:30, just as the game running a little behind. Daniel into the front court, finds Petty. Petty's first action of the second half.
Up
Daniel
to $1.6 billion.
Not quite. Tom Ave, 12-point lead in the basketball for the Saukees. Looking for a good possession here. Petty on the right wing. Out top, Daniel. Petty lets it fly. Right side, 3, good. Jayden Petty from downtown. 40-25, a 15-point advantage with a $1:30 to play in the third. Biggest lead of the contest is this 15-point bulge. Deeker with Daniel on him. Over to Nyson. Guarded hard there by Musgrave. Ball to Deeker. On the baseline. Turnaround shot, no good. Martin hustling after it. He knocked it out of bounds. I like, though, how Martin hustles after rebounds. He knows he's not very big.
I like what Daniel's done. He's kind of taken Deeker out of his game. I was wrong. I'll say it again. I was wrong. He's doing a job.
1:11 to play in the third.
Write it down.
Petty. Tom Hay. Back to Petty. 1:05 left in this third period. Saukee's a 15-point lead. Musgrave out top to Nolan Daniel. For Musgrave on the slip. Instead to Petty right side where he hit that 3 a moment ago. Under a minute to play in the period. Anstead hands it out to Tom Hay. Daniel fakes the 3. Tom Hay out top off the Anstead screen. Dribbles, kicks to Musgrave. Looks for a drive lane. Now to Anstead. 44 ticks left. Musgrave on the wing left side against Brody Deeker. Back out between the circles, Daniel, now Petty on the right wing. Top of the key, Tom Hay, working it around offensively against the man-to-man. Petty gets it out top. Right side, Musgrave, looks in the post to Anstead. Help side man was there, so they bring it back out. Daniel with 20 ticks, down to Musgrave, up and in for 2. Well executed.
What a find.
The lead is 17, 13 seconds to play in the third. Indians going to try to beat the buzzer here. They need a basket. Here's Nyson. Throws it away. Musgrave with the steal. He'll drive into the front court. He will put it up and put it in to beat the buzzer. And after 3, it's Pittsfield 44. Payson Seymour 25. Fourth quarter play-by-play your way after this.
Helena Agra of Camp Point, Illinois is a proud sponsor of the broadcast of Camp Point Central football. For all your seed, fertilizer, and ag chemical needs, the experts at Helena Agra, Brian Obert, Dustin Roskamp, are the guys to call. Let them show you the best seed, fertilizer, and ag chemicals to make your farming operation a success. Call 217-593-7761. That's 217-593-7761 for Helena Agra. Helena Agra says, go Panthers!
For nearly 40 years, the Niebuhr Funeral Home has been serving our area with professionalism and compassion. This is our business, our hometown. You can be assured we take great personal pride in serving your family in your time of loss. We're locally owned. We're your friends and neighbors. We care about you and your family. Niebuhr Funeral Home, with locations in Pittsfield and Barry, serving our community with compassion and respect.
44-25, 19-point lead. Payson 8 of 27, 32%, 4 of 17 from the arc, 23%, 5 of 6 from the free throw line, 83%. Pittsfield 47% on 17 of 35 shooting, 6 of 15 from the arc, 40%, 2 of 3 from the free throw line. Pittsfield's turned it over 3 times, and Payson 4 in the ball game. It's Pittsfield basketball leading by 19. They led by 3 at half.
Mendenhall has it out front for the Saukees. Has picked up the dribble. Maybe he hadn't. I thought he had already bounced it once. Gets it to Daniel. Daniel drives, kicks to Petty left side. Out top to Tomhey. On the right side, Daniel looking for the lob down low. Instead to Petty. Kind of the pass has slipped out of his grasp for a moment. Mendenhall, 7:30 left. 44-25. Saukees on top, working some clock here.
They'll work your knees on this.
Lob pass down low, knocked away out of bounds by Richie Martin on the help side.
Defense will wear themselves down on this. Musgrave in. Daniel going to take a chair for a minute. Anstead still on the bench. Good rotation of 7 players by the Saukees here, giving some people some rest.
Petty to inbound. Looking. He'll throw it out front to Allen as it hit him in the head. He runs it down near the half-court line. Might have been over and back. Instead, a foul going to be called on Nyson. I thought Allen stepped on the half-court line.
Nyson's going to pick up his 3rd, 4th team foul, and actually Allen probably got fouled ahead of that.
7:22 left. 44-25 the lead. Nyson called for the foul, was his 3rd. Here's Musgrave. Allen. Back out Musgrave to Petty on the left wing. Toward the top of the key to Tomhey. Down low, there's Mendenhall. Dribbles, shoots, scores.
Mendenhall worked hard on that one. His first bucket of the game, got 3.
Lead is 21, 46-25. 6:57 left in the ball game. Deeker on the right wing.
Help.
He drives right by everybody and scores.
17.
46-27. Mendenhall got switched off with him, and he said, what am I supposed to do with that?
Tackle him in football.
Petty. Trap comes his way. Threw it to Tomei. Hits him in the hands, but goes through the hands and out of bounds, and it'll be a turnover on the Saukees. They're 4th. They had a couple in the first minute of the game, didn't they?
Yep.
Here's Daniel back in. Petty sits down. 6:33 to play. 46-27 is the Pittsfield advantage.
Brennan will tell you he should have caught that ball.
Schwartz. Bounce pass out top. Martin. Gets it down low. Deeker. Fadeaway shot. Good.
Boy, he squares up well. He's got 19.
46-29. Deeker trying to shoot the Indians back into this one. Daniel walks it across for the Saukees. Hands it to Musgrave. Out top, Allen. Right side, Tomhey. He'll leave it off to Daniel, top of the key. Eli Mendenhall gets a touch. In the corner, it goes to Tomhey. Little pick and roll action. Now to Daniel. 6 minutes left.
Don't leave it without setting the pick.
Here's the lob down low, and Allen will throw it away. He'll come out as Anstedt's back in.
No way you take a chance on that pass.
Well, actually, it was open a second before, but he hesitated. Should have just thrown it the first time, and by the time he didn't throw it, Mendenhall decided, he wasn't going to throw it. We're back in the rotation now.
Wear the legs down.
5:52 left. Indians down 46-29, but on the attack. The way they can shoot it at times, they can get right back in this game in a hurry.
Better believe it.
Nyson in the corner, Deeker. Deeker cut off on the baseline. Stepping in front of it was Anstedt to steal it away. 5th turnover by Payson Seymour.
3rd in the second half.
Daniel into the front court. Dangerous pass. It's stolen away. sixth turnover by the Saukees. Nyson across with 5:24 to play. Works it out top. Barker deep. 3, no good. Tom Abe, the only man down there to get a rebound.
Give him 6 boards on the night.
Tom Abe in the backcourt along with Daniel. Just over 5 minutes to play. Nolan Daniel into a double team. Has it taken away by Deeker. Keeps it alive to Schwartz. Schwartz dribble drive in. Shot up is no good, but he's fouled, and he'll shoot 2.
Can't let the man trap you. That's an old Pittsfield trick. Turn your head, and here comes the backside help. Fouls on Tom Hay. It'll be his second. Team foul number 6. 5:03 left, 46-29. Schwartz at the free throw line. First one is up, and in and out, no good.
Hey, check out Moose Lodge 420 for their Friday meals. New specials each week. The food is hot, the drinks are cold. Moose Lodge 420 on Washington Street in Pittsfield.
Schwartz with 3 points tonight, looking for his 4th. Been in foul trouble, makes it.
And makes it 46-30. 5 minutes to play. Daniel brings it into the front court. Drives in, gives it to Anstead. Anstead's defender fell down, then he threw a pass back out and threw it away.
Should have turned around, he'd have had a bucket.
Nyson brings it across now for the Indians. Down by 16, but they were down by 21 just moments ago. They're clawing their way back here. Here's a little pick and roll action to Nyson. Shot up and 1.
Daniel's going to pick up the foul. His 3rd, team 7. Count the bucket, makes it 46-32. And the and 1 by Nyson.
Pittsfield wants the timeout first. 4:38 left, 46-32. Saukee's on top of Payson Seymour back after this.
When you're ready to make your dream kitchen and bathroom a reality, find inspiration at Pike County Lumber in Pittsfield. It starts with a 3D design so you can see every angle and every custom detail. Traditional style or the newest trends. We'll create a design to fit your lifestyle. Your custom kitchen and bathroom will have the features that you need. A large versatile island for work or entertaining. Quartz countertops. Quality onyx that offers dozens of colors. From start to finish, trust the knowledge and experience at Pike County Lumber.
I love working in spine care because when patients get better, there's no better feeling than that.
We both, Alexis and I, take a lot of time listening to their story, which is important so the patients know that we are caring and are thinking about them and not just about their back or just about their neck. You start with the story, you add the exam information, and then you come up with what's causing this problem, and then a treatment plan.
Four minutes, 38 seconds left. 46-32 is the Pittsfield lead, but Payson's Nyson at the free throw line trying to complete an and 1 here after the timeout by the Saukees.
Nyson's first 2 points of the night. 4:38 left, 46-32 as Charlie told you. It's up and good.
And 1 completed. 13-point game. Little 8-0 run after it was 46-25. Tom Abe with the ball, takes it across the half-court line. Double team coming his way. Works out of it to Anstead in the corner. Anstead will dribble out of that predicament. Gets it to Daniel. Daniel guarded by Schwartz. Out front, Musgrave to Tom Hay. To Anstead behind the arc. He'll take it toward the top of the key. Look to Daniel.
Daniel could drive in if he wanted to.
Mendenhall spins away from the man. Little shovel pass into Anstead. Missed the shot. Rebound loose, and Deeker gets it.
Got to make those.
To Nyson. Could cut it as close as 10 on this trip with a 3. Schwartz right side for a 3. No good. Musgrave gets the rebound for the Saukees.
His first.
He'll give it to Daniel, who brings it into the front court. 3:45 left. Out front with it is Musgrave. Saukee's a little panicky right now. They're up 13. He's got to relax. Tom Abe gets it. Leaves it into Musgrave. He'll rise, shoot. Missed it. But goes to the free throw line to shoot 2.
Good ball movement. Musgrave to the free throw line to shoot a pair. Foul will go against Nyson, his 4th. Team foul number 5. And a timeout for Payson. 3:34 left, 46-33, and we're back with more in a minute.
Did you know that Prairieland FS doesn't just sell seed? They treat it and box it right here at one of their local facilities, then deliver it to your farm or fields. Growers trust Prairie Land FS to deliver top-performing crop protection products that promise the best performance before, during, and after the growing season. Prairie Land FS, your leading supplier of choice.
When choosing internet and Wi-Fi service to meet your family's education needs, it pays to do your homework. You'll learn that Cascom, with fast, reliable speeds up to 1 gig, powered by whole home adaptive Wi-Fi, is the right choice. School has changed, and so should your internet. Contact Cascom and upgrade to the internet speed and whole home Wi-Fi your family needs.
Three minutes, 34 seconds. That's all that's left in regulation in this game. 46-33, the advantage for the Saukees, and Adam Musgrave to the free throw line where he will shoot 2 shots.
Musgrave on the night has 6 points, 3 2-point buckets.
It's been a while since Pittsfield scored.
Yeah, it is. Until he missed that one.
Still been a while since Pittsfield has scored.
Where have I heard that before? Adam Musgrave, the senior, up and no good. He violated the line, and it'll be a violation and give the ball to Payson.
So missed them both. Here comes Allen back in the game. Musgrave sits down for the Saukees. 3:34 remaining, 46-33 Pittsfield, but Payson on an 8-0 run right now. Into the front court is Nyson. Has it on the dribble against Allen. Trying to get somebody to come out here. He gets it to Martin. Martin, pass down low, run down by Deeker, shot fake. He'll try the pass across the way, gets to Nyson. He'll put it on the deck, 3:13 left.
Good defense by Ansett that time.
The Deeker, right wing, 3, good. It's a 10-point game.
22.
46-36, an 11-0 run by the Indians, 3 minutes left. Daniel in the backcourt, gets it to Tomave. He'll bring it across with a bounce. Over to Mendenhall. Saukees have gone away from really looking to score very much. Now they have another near turnover. Daniel with it. Up by 10 with 2:40 left. But you can't feel very comfortable if you are the Saukees right now. You were up by 21 at one point. Mendenhall, dribble drive, kicks it out. In the corner, Daniel. Over to Tomave. He'll try the drive in, and it's fouled from behind by Deeker.
Deeker will pick up the foul, his first, team 6, ball out of bounds, sidelines. In front of the Saukee fans across the way.
Connor Allen will be the man to throw it in. 2:26 remaining. 46-36 Pittsfield on the Truck scoreboard. Inbounds pass comes to Mendenhall at the free throw line. Out to Daniel. He is fouled by Deeker, and he'll shoot the 1-and-1.
Deeker picks up his second, 7th team foul. Daniel on the 1-and-1. Saukees are 2 for 5 from the charity stripe tonight. 2:20 left, 46-36. Big free throw right here to stop the bleeding. Nolan Daniel puts it up, high archer, no good. Gets his own rebound, up, layup, good.
Fouled it up. 48-36. First time Pittsfield scored in an eternity.
Unusual way.
2:09 to play. Up by 12. Here's Deeker again from the wing. In and out, no good this time, and Mendenhall gets the rebound.
He ripped that one down.
To Tomave. 2 minutes left. Daniel hesitates in the backcourt. He's not fouled. On the right side now to Allen. Allen to Mendenhall. Pittsfield can take care of it here. They'll secure the victory. They got to take care of it well here, and they don't. They throw it away.
Silly pass.
Nyson on the run out into the front court. He has the ball kind of bounced strangely on him. Out to Schwartz. Schwartz going to try to take it in. Shot put up. No good. Fouled, and he'll shoot 2.
Got fouled about 3 times on the way. Finally called while he was shooting. That'll go against Ansted. Caden Ansted picks up his first foul, 8th team foul. 48-36, 132 left. Schwartz at the free throw line where he is 1 for 2 on the night from there. Had 4 points. First one up, good.
Here comes Brody. Brody Deeker into the game. He'll replace Nyson.
Second free throw for Swartz, now with 5 points, 48-37, can make it a 10-point game again. Second one up is good.
And Payson Seymour will call a timeout. That'll leave them with one left. 1:32 remaining, 48-38. Pittsfield on top. Back after this.
Black Friday deals have arrived at your locally owned Sleep Tight. Hurry in and take advantage of our huge savings right now. Save up to $500 on Tempur-Pedic adjustable sets, or up to $800 on handcrafted Stearns & Foster adjustable sets, or $600 off Stearns & Foster mattresses, and start sleeping and feeling better. You will not find a better mattress at a better price than at Sleep Tight's Black Friday sales event going on now.
Better bed, less money. Sleep Tight.
Sleep tight.
1:32 left, 48-38. Pittsfield on top. On the Trucks LLC scoreboard, 217-922-0044 for Trucks. Daniel with it in the backcourt for the Saukees. He's fouled by Schwartz with 1:28 remaining.
Swartz
and
picks
Daniel
up
shoots the 1-and-1.
Swartz picks up his fourth. 2 of 6 are the Saukees. Nice and in. Brody Deeker sits down. Daniel last time missed the front end and got the rebound and made the layup. This time, the lefty senior bends the knees. High archer is up and no good again.
And on the rebound, Allen called for a foul. So they'll walk to the other end and shoot a 1 bonus.
Connor Allen will pick up his fourth, 9th team foul. Make some free throws here, kids. 2 of 7 from the charity stripe tonight. Wyatt Nyson, who's got 3 points, has made a free throw on the night. 48-38, he can get it to single digits with this. Up and good. He's got 4. 48-39. Three-pointer, anything's possible. Next one up, also good.
48-40 the score. Here comes Brody Deeker back in. As he sits down, Nyson. Also, Schwartz takes a chair as Simmons is in on the defensive side.
11 of 12 for Payson from the free throw line.
It's pretty good. 1:25 left. Daniel with it in the backcourt. He tries to split the double team with the dribble, gets by with it, brings it across. Over to Tomei. 1:18 left. 48-40. And now a reach and foul on Brian Deeker puts Tomei to the free throw line to shoot 1-and-1.
2 of 7 are the Saukees. 11 of 12 is Payson. 8-point game. Nice and Swartz back in. Deeker, younger Deeker, and Braden Simmons sit down. Tom Hay free throw, up, good. He's got 14. Give him another. 49-40, he can make it a 10-point game with this one. Second one also good by Tom Hay. He's got 15.
Pittsfield now wants a timeout. We'll pause as well. 1:16 left, 50-40. Saukee's on top of Payson. Back after this.
Pike County Glass has been serving the local communities with high-quality glass service at affordable pricing for many years. We're now located at 1351 West Washington Street in Pittsfield, next to Farm and Home Supply. We offer all glass services, including commercial installation, auto glass repair and replacement, and glass shower enclosure installation. Call Pike County Glass, 217-285-4275.
1:16 to play, 50-40 is the Pittsfield advantage. It'll be Payson Seymour ball out of bounds. Length of the court to go.
They'll be looking for the three.
Indians do have just one timeout left.
5 of 21 from the free throw or 3-point line, darn it.
Deeker off of the screen, puts up a 3, no good. Rebound down to Connor Allen. Gets it to Tomei with just over a minute to play. Now to Daniel. Back to Tomei. Tomei to Daniel. He takes it across into a double team. Out of it to Tomei. 55 seconds remaining. 10-point lead in the basketball. Tomei in some trouble. And Brad Tomei, the senior, calls a timeout with 50 seconds left. 50 seconds remaining in a 50-40 ball game. We're back after this.
The caring and experienced professionals at Hamilton Funeral Homes are here to support you through this difficult time. We offer a range of personalized services to suit your family's wishes and requirements. You can count on us to help you plan a personal, lasting tribute to your loved one, and we'll carefully guide you through the many decisions that must be made during this challenging time. You're welcome to call us at any time of the day, any day of the week. Visit our funeral home in person or on the web at hamiltonfuneralhome.com. Call 217-593-6517.
50.0 seconds left in this contest. It is a 50-40 lead for the Pittsfield Saukees over the squad from Payson Seymour. These two squads play on Friday as well. Pittsfield plays Western at noon and then play Porter at 4:30. Payson plays one game on Friday. That's at 3 o'clock against Western.
50-40 on the scoreboard. 50 seconds left. It looks kind of weird up there.
At least all the bulbs are working.
They are.
Is your house on fire, Clark? Inbounds pass. Daniel will throw it in the backcourt. Tommy with a pretty nice catch there. He's bodied up by Deeker. Tommy will pick it up. Gets it to Daniel across the half-court line.
Tommy was very cool on that.
38 seconds left. Hands it to Petty, and he's hugged by Brian Deeker.
Deeker will pick up his 4th foul, 10th double bonus. Petty the free throw line. 4 of 9 are the Saukees. Anstead will check in after the first of the two.
They called it on 24.
What?
Payson doesn't have a 24.
First
now they
one
changed
good.
it to 10. 24 is the shooter.
Javen Petty makes the free throw. He's got 7, 51-40.
The table helped him out. Said, hey, that was on 10.
Second one up is no good.
11-point game. 35 seconds left. Deeker, Schwartz, right side 3, no good. Rebound run down by Mendenhall. Gets it to Petty. Double team coming his way. He'll dribble now toward the front court. Reverses, still on the bounce, gets it across to Daniel with 20 seconds left. Will Payson foul again? Well, they're trying. Petty to Tomave. Tomave on the dribble with 10 seconds left, and now the Indians will call off the Dogs. And the Saukees are going to hang on to win this one, 51-40. Win number 1932 on this Thanksgiving Eve. The 51-40 win over the Payson Seymour Indians. We take you to the Illini Community Hospital post-game show with final stats and a visit with Saukee head coach Brad Tomave. Stay tuned on Central Illinois Sports.
Illini Community Hospital is committed to providing high-quality specialty care close to home. We are pleased to welcome Dr. William Severino, urologist, and Dr. Mark Mount, ear, nose, and throat physician, to the consulting physician clinic team at the Castile Center. Specialty care is also provided for orthopedics, cardiology, podiatry, obstetrics, oncology, and more. Learn more by visiting IlliniHospital.org or call 217-285-2113, extension 3950 to schedule an appointment.
Press Yours On You would like to wish all the area teams the best of luck this year. If you're looking to get your team shirts or just looking for spirit wear for yourself, remember Press Yours On You. We have over 1,400 square foot of retail space in our shop. Stop by and see us and check out our offerings. Business lets us help you promote your brand. Decoration methods we offer include screen printing, embroidery, and laser engraving. Thank you to everyone in our community for the support over the last 16 years. Thank you for supporting local. Press Yours On You, 506 West Wood, Camp Point, Illinois. Camp Point Central Sports are proud to have Dear Wester Grain as a sponsor of this broadcast. Dear Wester Grain, there for you for all your grain and feed needs. Why don't you give them a call and check out all the locations of Dear Wester Grain? With locations in Golden, Paloma, Mount Sterling, Clayton, La Prairie, Liberty, Industry, Carthage, and Blandonsville. For more information, call Dear Wester Grain Services 696-4461. That's 696-4461, or on the web at dearwestergrain.com. Call Best Systems Builders for all your insulation needs. We are a full-service insulation contractor offering both open and closed cell spray foam, blown cellulose, and fiberglass installation. Best Systems has 2 BPI certified professionals ready to inspect your home or business today. You may qualify for incentives through the American Act on Energy program. Call Scott or Michael at 217-285-6005 for your free estimate, or visit us online at gobestsystems.com and start saving money on your energy bill today.
Pittsfield led 10-7 after one quarter, 22-19 at half on the Tom Have three-pointer at the buzzer. 44-25 after three, a 19-point lead as they outscored Payson in that quarter by a 22-6 amount and win it by 11, 51-40. Payson was 12 of 36, 33%, 5 of 23, 21.7% from the arc, and 11 of 12 from the free throw line, 92%. Turned the ball over 5 times, led in scoring by Brian Deeker with 22 to go with 6 boards. 3 points for Lane Barker, 7 for Blake Swartz, who was in foul trouble early, 2 for Braden Simmons, and 2 for Connor Howe. Pittsfield, 19 of 38, 50%, 6 of 15 from the arc, 40%, 6 of 11 from the free throw line, 56%. They turned it over 9 times in the ball game, and they were led in scoring by junior Brennan Tomhave with 15. 10 points from Caden Anstead off the bench, 7 from Javen Petty off the bench, so 17 points off the bench from those two. 3 for Eli Mindenhall. He added 7 boards on the night. Also, Connor Allen had 3 points, and 5 points from Nolan Daniel, 6 points from Adam Musgrave for their total of 51.
Saukee's won this one by a score of 51-40. They improved to 2-0 on the season. Payson Seymour drops to 1-2. They will play Western on Friday at 3 o'clock. Pittsfield plays at noon against Western. And then we'll turn around and play Porta AC Central at 4:30. Step aside for a break on the Illini Community Hospital postgame show. When we come back, a visit with Saukee head coach Brad Tomei. Stay tuned.
Adney Home Improvement is a family-owned company with Christian values. We have a passion for helping our customers find the best products at a great price. We understand making a large purchase of windows and doors for your home is a big investment. Our mission is to be completely upfront with you. We have built our business on trust and reputation. We depend on our customers to refer us to friends and family for their home improvement needs. Call 573-221-0886. We finish what we start with quality for you. Adney Home Improvement's 100% satisfaction is what we build our business on. Time to be thinking about tax planning. You can count on Illinois FBFM for accounting, consulting, and tax preparation for farmers and businesses in Pike, Brown, and Adams County. Phone 217-593-7233. That's 593-7233. Illinois FBFM can take care of your farm accounting needs. Get your accounts in order for this tax season. Contact Jesse Shootman, Emily Carlson, and Brad Wellman. Illinois FBFM in Camp Point, working for you. Welcome to Douglas Automotive and Tire, your expert truck and car repair center in Pittsfield, Illinois. We provide full service from oil changes to new tires and everything in between. Contact us today to schedule service. We're located at 303 West Jefferson Street in Pittsfield, Illinois. Call 217-922-0064. That's 217-922-0064. Britton and the gang know cars, and if you need repairs, call Douglas Automotive today for all your repairs.
If you're near retirement or thinking about retiring, you probably have questions. How do you make your savings last? How much should you take out and when? You're ready for retirement, but are your finances? Your Edward Jones financial advisor, Derek Harris, can help you build a strategy to help your finances keep up with your needs over the long haul. You've done what it takes to get there. Now it's time to make the most of retirement. Stop by the office at 1891 Main Street in Quincy, Illinois for a face-to-fact appointment. Edward Jones, Making Sense of Investing, member SIPC.
Welcome back on the Illini Community Hospital postgame show. Pittsfield with the 51-40 win over the Payson Seymour Indians here tonight. Saukee's improved to 2-0 on the year, and we're visiting with Saukee head coach Brad Tomei. Coach, first half of this contest, both teams really getting after it defensively. There weren't a lot of secrets, you know. They know what you're going to do defensively. You know what they were going to do defensively, and both defenses were pretty well locked in that first half.
Yeah, it was a struggle there to find some openings. First time we've really played against that little
flattened down 3-2, 1-2-2, and once you made some adjustments, got into a different type of offense, I think the kids got a little bit more comfortable running that offense, even though, I mean, the spots we wanted to score from were the same. You just got there a little different, but they were more comfortable, and once you saw that, I thought it opened up some things, and we were able to get it inside and score. We knocked a couple threes, which made them stretch it just a little bit. So credit the kids. We made a couple adjustments that we really hadn't worked on yet to this point in practice, and we kind of made it on the fly, and a couple little wrinkles, and the kids did a nice job with it. And we're still able to lock in defensively and contest enough shots and get enough rebounds.
A third quarter where he outscored them 22-6, and hey, good thing, because that fourth quarter was a little harder to come by on the scoring side. One of the keys in that third quarter, though, was I think Nolan Daniel on the defensive side. He played really well on Deeker, who was having a nice night.
Yeah, and they were trying to isolate Nolan down on the block, and it was no secret, but it doesn't matter. Nolan can get down there, and as long as he's got, good technique and trust that we've got help side behind him, we're fine with that, They isolated him on the single side, and where we couldn't really get some help. It was a longer help side that we had to do. So, but yeah, Nolan's a grit guy, man. Nolan's that's why we kind of had a little heart-to-heart in the locker room at halftime, because Nolan's role for us is the grit defensive guy, and that's what he likes, and that's what he's trying. And he got taken a couple times where he didn't even look like he was in the gym, whether he lost a little focus. I don't know. The kid's a good athlete. We understand that, but I told him, and he knew he expects more out of him as a senior and in that role. So I thought he adjusted well in the second half and really took some pride and some ownership in that defensive end.
Brennan's first shot of the night was way off. It took him a little while to get dialed in, but once he did, man, he can kind of put those up in a hurry. The pass at the end of the first half was at his shoe tops that he kind of picked up and still got pretty good shooting for him. That's a big shot in this game to get some momentum.
Yeah, he hit some big ones for us tonight when we really needed them, and again, able to stretch that zone out a little bit. And he was in at 3:15 today getting shots up, so he shoots it, but was able to make some tonight, so that was nice to see. We needed it, and I think that momentum got it. Nolan made a big one, Javen made a big one when we kind of got on a run and stretched it out. I don't know if we quite got it to 20, but it was there. And then I'll take some of that in that fourth quarter. We were trying to be a little bit selective. We got them to play man and wanting to get into our backdoor stuff to some counters, and I think we just got a little too conservative and stopped trying to score how we wanted to, getting our feet in the paint type of stuff, and maybe drawing some more fouls. And we missed 3 or 4 straight front ends of 1-on-1s when we had the time to really close it out. So that's got to be better as well.
17 points off the bench from Anstead and Petty, and Anstead came in and gave you some great minutes. Good to see him healthy.
I'm happy for Caden. He did. He came in off the bench, had good energy, got a couple big boards, couple big baskets. Again, Caden missed all summer with an injury, so it's good to see him, first and foremost, healthy and able to give us that off the bench and that spark. And he brings a lot of energy. He plays hard, so happy to see Caden have that tonight. And Javen came in and did some nice things as well. So it takes all of them. And I told him it's not just those guys that have the warm-ups off. Every single guy on that bench was up and cheering and talking for their teammates. It's not just the guys that get the minutes. Those things are just as important, being a teammate down here on the sideline too.
Get a little break tomorrow with Thanksgiving. Spend some time with the family. Right back at it Friday, though. A Western team who got their first win of the season. I thought they played really hard on the defensive end especially. So you have them at noon, and then you're going to try to turn around and take on probably the best team, I think, of the tournament, Port AC Central at 4:30. So 2 tough ones on Friday as well.
Well, yeah, we got to take care of Western, and then I'll put that on the chalkboard for the kids to look at.
Perfect.
Porta's the best team in the tournament. We like that. We like to be the underdog. We'll take that. But, yes, hope everybody has a great Thanksgiving with their families, get a day off and get out of the gym and relax a little bit. And obviously appreciative of everybody's help during the tournament. If any parents want to take gate money, we're down a gate person to take some tickets on Friday. So give Mr. Hines a call.
And we want to wish Camp Point Central good luck. They weren't able to
Absolutely.
play basketball. We're happy for them, and we'll miss them in this tournament because they've been a good competitor too.
Absolutely. You know, I texted Coach Dixon and congratulated him Saturday, and very happy for them. And, you know, he apologized for, quote-unquote, messing our tournament up. And I said, no, you didn't mess anything up. We are very happy to make that adjustment for that reason. So wish them all the best of luck as they try to get that title.
I don't know if he didn't mess anything up. Coach Barnett's start to the year is a little messed up again, but he'll have to get used to it. Coach, as always, we appreciate the time.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
Saukee head coach Brad Tomei, 51-40 the final in this one as Pittsfield defeats Payson Seymour. Time to name our Edward Jones financial advisor Derek Harris player of the game, presented by financial advisor Derek Harris. Financial investments are important, but so are the investments of time, patience, and encouragement our young athletes receive from their coaches, teachers, parents, and mentors. Derek Harris, your Edward Jones financial advisor, understands this. That's why Derek Harris is a proud sponsor of the Player of the Game on Central Illinois Sports. And how about the night off the bench by Caden Anstead? Double digits, did a nice job rebounding, really was a good settling force and an aggressive guy on the boards for the Saukees tonight. He's tonight's Edward Jones financial advisor Derek Harris, player of the game. That's going to do it from Voschel Gymnasium. For Jack and John Hull, I'm Charlie Hill, thanking you and wishing you and your family a very happy Thanksgiving. We'll see you Friday from Voschel and the Saukee Turkey Tourney for another Central Illinois Sports presentation.